Our main character got bullied so much that he had to transfer schools multiple times. In this new school, with no more bullying, it felt like paradise. It was the normal school life he always dreamed of, but this school just transformed open bullying into a new form: organized battles. A place where conflicts could be resolved. And there Jin-soo got caught up in it, forced to participate in the arena. If not, he'd be bullied and beaten down again, unable to lift his head like in the old school. He had no choice but to get stronger, because the path of revenge awaited him ahead. On a beautiful day, Jin-soo's family car was cruising down the road. Inside the car, he was glued to his phone playing a martial arts game with loud sounds, making it hard for Jin-soo's dad to focus on driving. He yelled at Jin-soo to put down the phone. Jin-soo seemed to ignore his dad's reminder. He didn't respond and kept playing the game. Jin-soo's mom, sitting next to the driver, noticed his indifference. She turned to remind Jin-soo that his dad was talking to him. At the very least, he should reply. The atmosphere in the car fell silent. Jin-soo's dad looked in the mirror, seeing his son's uninterested expression. Jin-soo could only stay silent after what his mom said. Haha. Suddenly, a sense of complacency radiated in his mind. I bet Dad regrets it a lot. Jin-soo recalled the days of being bullied at his old school. A group of students gathered to bully him, and one student held a cigarette in front of him, turning Jin-soo into a human ashtray. They wrote humiliating words on his face, and two of them kept kicking him hard, causing him to curl up and scream in pain. In his mind, he always thought, Dad really regrets having such a weak and pathetic son. He was in a negative thought spiral. Suddenly, his mom turned to remind him that if the kids at the new school also hit and bullied him, he should stop. She wanted him to be able to live more comfortably. Jin-soo glanced over. A different thought flashed in his mind. It was her who made the whole family move, forcing me to transfer schools when I said I just wanted to drop out. Jin-soo still ignored his mom's words. The atmosphere returned to a quiet moment as the car sped ahead. Inside the car, Jin-soo finally finished playing and, as usual, lost the game. Negative thoughts kept following him. Or maybe I should just end it. For the first class at the new school, Jin-soo walked slowly towards it. As he reached the gate, he sighed, wishing he could escape. An earthquake would be fine, or even a North Korean invasion. Once he entered the new class, he looked down and introduced himself as Jin-soo, transferring from Seoul. He had never been here before. Nice to meet you all. In his head, he just wished time would stop, wishing for nothing bad to happen. He looked down at his shadow in worry when suddenly, a teacher clapped his hands. Made you jump, looking up as everyone below applauded. Welcome to class. The new students seemed really happy to meet you. One guy down below shouted, Wow, finally, we have someone from Seoul. The atmosphere is totally different, huh? Another guy below nudged his shoulder. Don't be so awkward, you fool. A friend asked Jin-soo to come sit with him, but he was still confused, not understanding what was going on. Because he had never experienced this atmosphere at his old school, the first class ended. A group of classmates approached Jin-soo to start a conversation. Hey, you there, Jin-soo. He hesitantly replied, yes, looking like he was overthinking it. Or maybe he was haunted by memories of his old school, negative thoughts resurfacing in his mind, thinking about the bullying comments from the troublemakers. Back at his old school, when he bought the wrong type of snack they asked for, I told you I hate that snack. You want to die? Not again. A hard pat on the back made him jump. Two new friends came over to greet Jin-soo warmly. The guy in front introduced himself. I'm Jin-do. You still aren't used to everything here, right? Let's go to the convenience store. The blonde friend behind him bounced up, waving to Jin-soo. Jin-do. Was more outgoing, introducing. On the way, we'll tell you about the school, while Jin-soo was still surprised. He answered hesitantly, Huh, really? As he stepped out of the convenience store holding a box of milk. He still couldn't believe this was the first time he went to a convenience store with others. As a friend, Jin-do joked about the blonde guy, Jin-soo. What do you think? You've never seen eyebrows like this, right? I guess his girlfriend must have broken up with him because of this. Jin-soo scratched his head and ears, thinking it was unexpected to be asked this kind of question. To avoid offending his new friend, Jin-soo just replied, I think it has its own uniqueness, then smiled softly. What's with this school? Everyone around was very friendly. Some groups were sitting eating snacks and chatting, while others were playfully teasing each other. But they all shared one thing in common. Everyone looked really happy, busy finishing their milk boxes along with cheerful thoughts. Lee Jin-soo suddenly bumped into a classmate, causing milk to splatter all over them. Both jumped and looked at each other. "Oh no! It's all over me. I'm sorry. I'll pay for cleaning your shirt. Let's go to class." While saying this, Lee Jin-soo rubbed the shirt for his friend. A light pat on Lee Jin-soo's shoulder. "No worries." Lee Jin-soo was surprised, thanking his new friend's offer. The friend who got milk splashed on him didn't scold Lee Jin-soo. He just smiled warmly at him. Lee Jin-soo was silent for a moment, thinking, "This guy is so kind. I might actually be able to live a normal life here." After class, Lee Jin-soo quickly packed his bag, still lost in positive thoughts. Today was just amazing. The atmosphere here is so different from my old school. Everyone is warm and kind. I'm really worried, aren't I? I actually transferred schools, and Zindu messaged me to ask Lee Jin-soo, "Do you have anything planned today?" "Nothing?" Hey, that's great. Do you want to go somewhere with me?" Lee Jin-soo hesitated. All right. Under the streetlights that night, Lee Jin-soo and Jin-do-in walked slowly down the road. Lee Jin-soo slowed down, his face showing worry. He thought it seemed like they had been walking for a while now. "Where are we going anyway?" Lee Jin-soo boldly asked Jin-do-in. Jin-do, where exactly are we going? It feels like we've been walking for a while. I want to show you this place. Since you're a new student, you have to come here." "I have to come?" Lee Jin-soo looked at Jin-do from behind and turned his head back. They were getting further away from the city center. Jin-do-in turned to look at Lee Jin-soo and replied, "That's right. Have you ever played boxing or something like that?" "Boxing? No, not really." Jin-do-in chuckled lightly. Hey, really? Then you need to know a bit about this sport. Hurry up. We're almost there." Lee Jin-soo suddenly realized that he hadn't paid attention before to the fact that he had scars all over his body. Memories of being bullied in the past flooded back. The group of bullies at his old school had pushed Lee Jin-soo against the wall, pressing a hot item against his neck. They even trampled him. Their gazes made Lee Jin-soo shudder with fear every time he thought back to it. Was his face turning pale? He couldn't walk anymore. Stopping in his tracks, Jin-do-in turned back, not understanding what was wrong with his friend. Lee Jin-soo waved his hand and said to Jin-do, "I'm sorry, but I think I should go back. Let's do this another time." He turned to leave. Suddenly, he felt a hand gripping his shoulder. Jin-do-in smiled. "We're really close now." But the atmosphere suddenly turned dark. Lee Jin-soo's face lost all color. He turned back to Jin-do-in, who continued to comfort him. "Just take a quick look. If you have something to do, I promise you'll love it." Jin-do-in draped his arm around his timid friend's shoulders as they approached the location. Lee Jin-soo thought to himself throughout the journey that he had been foolish to let this guy lead him, feeling helpless. It was all a lie. All that kindness and warmth. In the end, I got bullied again. Jin-do-in opened the door, and it gradually swung open. The light inside dazzled Lee Jin-soo. He was stunned to see an extremely lively arena inside. In the arena, two people were rushing in to fight, and the audience was cheering around. To the right, "Take advantage and take him down. You're almost there. Give it your all with a kick." As fast as lightning, the fighter knocked out his opponent immediately. Lee Jin-soo was shocked by the scene before him. "What is this?" Jin-do-in excitedly introduced. He, surprised. "Huh? This is our arena." On the arena floor, two fighters happily helped each other up. "Today is really fun. I'm pumped up. Don't lose face. This is the biggest privilege our students are allowed." Lee Jin-soo was surprised to hear the word arena from the stands above. The president of the 6th subject high school saw Jin-do-in and asked the new guy with a serious tone, "Are you with AI?" Do-in quickly replied, "Oh, that's the guy who just transferred to my class today." Lee Jin-soo looked up at Giang Trong, who was standing above. He was bewildered by the size of the guy, looking intimidating. Is he really a high school student? A blonde guy noticed Do-in approaching. "Hey, come here. We've been waiting for you. I'm going to make you regret it." He realized that this was the guy with the deep brows that Jin-do-in had teased. In the afternoon, Jin-do-in heard the taunt, rolled up his sleeves, and rushed towards the excited blonde guy. "Ha! Wait for me. I'm coming. Nice to meet you, Lee Jin-soo." Jin-soo jumped at the call from behind. He was startled to find Giang Trong standing behind him. "Let me introduce myself. I'm Giang Trong, the president of the student council at the 6th subject high school. Welcome to our school." He was amazed by Giang Trong's imposing stature. Before he could recover, the audience went wild as the match started. "Go stronger! Go harder. Both sides were landing devastating punches to each other's faces. From a distance, Jin-soo couldn't help but be surprised. Why are they fighting? I thought they were friends. Next to him, Giang Trong was excitedly laughing. Ha ha ha! The freshmen this year are tough. Jin-soo stared intently at Giang Trong, realizing he was actually AI. While lost in thought, Giang Trong turned and shouted, "This is our school's face!" Jin-soo jumped. "Yes," Giang Trong continued. "I don't know if you've noticed, but our school doesn't have bullies. But we still want violence, it's just regulated in this arena. You've probably gone through a lot in school, right? Let it all out here. A school where everyone is equal before violence. This is the 6-subject school." Jin-soo was perplexed. Everyone is equal before violence? Why? Giang Trong held onto Jin-do in. "I don't like complex things. I'm not repeating myself, so listen carefully. Rule number 1. Only 6-subject students are allowed in here. Graduated, dropped out, or expelled students are not allowed in. Rule number 2. All matches are one-on-one and weapons are not allowed. Rule number 3. The student council will act as the match referee, and they will decide the outcome of every match." A student stepped in front of Jin-soo. "Here you are. Where have you been? The new student is the one you spilled milk on before. Let's have a match to cover the laundry fee." Giang Trong pushed him toward the stands in surprise. "What? You already have an opponent? Go up there and learn." Jin-soo was scared. "Wait for me." Giang Trong reminded him about rule number 4. Any violent behavior outside the arena is prohibited. Any negative feelings you have towards others will be resolved in the arena. That's the most important rule. Don't be afraid. Enjoy it. Jin-soo stood in the stands. He looked down at the cheering crowd, thinking about what Giang Trong had just said. Asterisk. I'm really going to fight? Asterisk. Back then, I was always the one getting beaten up. The referee signaled, ready to fight someone like him, with 5 years of experience as a victim of bullying. He's telling me I need to get out of here right now. The audience is cheering, and it's getting louder. The arena is about to explode. A match is about to begin. A few guys in the stands are whispering to each other. The new student has the worst luck. Who would have thought that on his first day, Kang In-ha would target them? He's a wild beast. I heard he just enrolled this year. In the stands, Kang In-ha keeps taunting. "Hey, new kid, aren't you going to jump in? It's your first time here, so I'm going to beat you up real good." Jin-soo clenches his fists, trembling with fear. "My body won't move. Why do I have to fight him all of a sudden?" Kang In-ha bounces on his feet. "If you don't jump in, then I will jump in on you." As he says that, Kang In-ha rushes like the wind towards Jin-soo. Jin-soo is shaking all over, stammering. "Stay away from me." Suddenly, Jin-soo shouts loudly, catching everyone around him off guard. The stands seem to fall silent. Everyone's face shows shock as they look at Kang In-ha, who is standing still in a pile of dirt. It stinks all over. Kang In-ha yells furiously, "Hey, you bastard outside." The referee signals to pause the match. The stands erupt with laughter. What was that just now? Ha ha ha. A vomit punch? Ha ha ha. The new kid is incredible. Ha ha. Who cares about Kang In-ha? Furious at the mess and the mocking laughter from the stands, Jin-soo slumps down on the arena floor. He wipes his mouth with his hand. How can someone like me, who has never fought back in my life, possibly hit someone else? I can't do this. The next morning, news about Jin-soo's incident in the arena last night has spread throughout the school. In the bathroom, a few guys are talking. "I didn't go to the arena yesterday, but I heard it was crazy." Haha. Keep it down. You should have seen the new kid puke everywhere, and then everything went wild. Ha ha. That was epic. He threw up? Ha ha ha. So humiliating. Their words reached Jin-soo, hiding in the bathroom. He heard everything. I thought this school was normal, but it's actually a battlefield? Just then, Jin-soo sees 2 guys who were bad-mouthing him arranging to meet in the arena after class. He recalls what Jiang told him at the arena. Don't be afraid, just enjoy the fun. He holds his head in his hands. I can't do this. I can't even throw a punch. What fun is there in that? What happened yesterday will happen again today. But there's no school violence here. If I don't go to the arena, then I'll just have to make the most of break time in class. Jiang is doing push-ups, sweat soaking his face. Jin-soo sees him. He's doing push-ups with 2 people sitting on his back, shouting, "Finally, I've done 1,000 push-ups. Next time, I'm going to do push-ups with 3 people sitting on me." Jin-soo is surprised. Is he really a senior high school student? Giang Trong stands up and strikes up a conversation with Jin-soo. What's up? Are you the transfer student? Do you have something to say to me? Jin-soo scratches his ear. I want to ask you about the arena. What's going on? You learned another skill besides vomiting? The other students in class overhear and chime in. Hey, kid, you vomited after what happened yesterday. Then I became your fan. Ha ha. You're coming again today, right? Ha ha ha. Jin-soo lowers his head, feeling shy. No, that's not it. What I mean is, from now on, I can't go to the arena anymore. Jin-soo's words catch everyone's attention. Giang Trong curiously asks, why not? You weren't hurt yesterday. I'm not. But I don't have the confidence to fight someone I don't want to. And I see that hitting people isn't fun at all. I don't understand what this arena thing is about, so from now on, I can't. Before he could finish his sentence, Giang Trong grabs Jin-soo by the head. His face turns ominous. So, from now on, I can hit you freely, right? What do you mean? Giang Trong walks past him towards the door, speaking as he goes. As the student council president, I, Giang Trong, declare that from now on, the arena will not protect first-year students. No more Jin-soo. During break time, Jin-soo remains seated, pondering Giang Trong's words. The arena protects me? What the hell is that? Suddenly, footsteps enter the classroom. Oh, it's this class. I've heard about it. The transfer student. You won't be coming to the arena anymore. It's the guy who was humiliated by Jin-soo in the arena yesterday. He lunges to slam Jin-soo's head down onto the desk, a smug look on his face. Then I'll slowly teach you the meaning of that here. Actually, I need a slave. Ha ha ha, now you're my slave. All the surrounding students seem indifferent, laughing loudly as Jin-soo gets beaten. The guy keeps slamming Jin-soo's face into the desk, causing him pain as he curls up in a corner. The guy feels proud of himself. Nice slam. That was good. One of the guy's accomplices reminds him, I heard he came here because he got beaten up too much at his old school. Oh, I knew it. I knew from the moment I started hitting him. Hey, during break time, come to my class, got it? Jin-soo wipes the blood off his face right then. He immediately understands what the arena is protecting. Not participating means becoming the only student that others can bully. Before he could stand up, they rushed in to beat him up, leaving him with no choice but to lay there and take it. Everyone around him remains calm as he gets beaten. Jin-soo's hell starts all over again. In the principal's office, the principal is taken aback. You want to drop out already, Jin-soo? But it's only been a week. Yes, I'm studying for the exams, so I just want to focus. And if that's what I want, then I can't stop you. In that instant, Jin-soo thought about his family and everything they had done. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Dad, for being such a useless son. My terrible school life is over, starting tomorrow. I'll live a normal life. While lost in thought, Giang Trong was waiting for him and said to Jin-soo, why aren't you fighting? Tell me, what's wrong with you? Boss Student Council President? I'm sorry. Someone like you who loves to fight wouldn't understand how I feel, really. I'm traumatized from bullying at school. I was bullied a lot back in the day, and now I can't take it anymore. I just want to give up. I can only do what I can. And before I could finish, Giang Trong grabbed Jin-soo's shoulder, his face looking like he wanted to eat him alive. Jin-soo, you're even worse off than I thought. Who said you have to fight like a pro? You don't need skills like that. If you don't have teeth, use your gums. If you don't have strength, then use your courage. That's how you fight. Jin-soo still didn't understand. Student Council President. Suddenly, he shouted, what are you saying? He grabbed Jin-soo's collar and yelled loudly. But now you, even your own self, and you don't want to protect it? Jin-soo was teary-eyed. Why is he doing this? What have I done wrong? Giang Trong continued to shout. You think the world out there will be all roses? If you drop out halfway and go out there, nah, you'll just be a loser for the rest of your life. On the way home, Jin-soo walked slowly, thinking, what does Giang Trong know anyway? Since then, has he ever been weak? I don't know anymore. I'm done with work, just lost in thought. A footstep approached and stood in front of Jin-soo. Hey, Jin-soo. I heard from tomorrow you won't be going to school anymore. How can you drop out without telling us? Haha, I'm so sad about that. It was Kang In-hee and his group of friends. How did they find out about you? Kang In-hee stepped closer. If you leave, who will be my punching bag? Since that bastard Giang Trong created the arena, I've never had a slave. Hey dude, do you think everything will stop if you drop out? Follow me, you piece of trash. They dragged Jin-soo into a deserted alley. The whole group jumped in to beat him up, happily saying to each other, "Ha ha, he's a good toy, isn't he? We can't lose Jin-soo, the only loser in these 6 subjects. You're the most handsome when we beat you up, you know?" Lee Jin-soo could only hold his head and endure. "I'm going to die. Please stop." Outside, Kang In. He stood holding a cigarette, mumbling, "Ha ha. But you should be glad, Jin-soo. If the 6 subjects are really run by me, then you will really die." Then he pulled out a phone from his pocket. "Oh right. It's the address you sent me earlier, right?" Jin-soo didn't understand what he was talking about. He looked at his phone and smiled. "Our Cha Jin-soo is living it up in apartment 1.105 of building 604 inches the Joa complex. Next time we're in Mengu, we'll swing by because you're not. You didn't join the arena, so let's meet up often. Ha ha ha." At this moment, Lee Jin-soo struggled against them. "What are you guys doing? What are you planning to do with my home address? Oh, is he resisting? Hold on, or I'll take a picture of you after we beat you up and send it to everyone." He grabbed Lee Jin-soo's face and raised the phone to take a picture. Lee Jin-soo gritted his teeth tightly. "Why are they doing this to me? What did I do wrong? I thought everything was finally coming to an end. This painful hell. I thought I had escaped it, but what the hell is happening? What can I do to get out of this hell?" He recalled Chairman Jiang's words reminding him that if you fight, you have to fight like a pro. You don't need skills like that. If you don't have teeth, use your gums. If you don't have strength, use your guts. That's how fighting is. But now, you don't even want to protect yourself, Lee Jin-soo. It felt like something awakened inside him. He looked up at the sky and shouted loudly. Outside, Kang In. He heard this and laughed loudly. "Ha ha ha. This loser's screams sound so funny. Hey, hold him tighter. This is hilarious. Ha ha." As he said this, he raised his phone to film Lee Jin-soo, struggling with all his might, yelling, "Why? Why is it me again? What did I do wrong? Hey, Kang In." His phone got knocked away, and he got angry. "Hey, I told you to hold him tighter. He's struggling over there. That's my phone." Jiang's words echoed in his ears. "If you don't have teeth, then use your gums." Lee Jin-soo gathered all his strength and opened his mouth wide. He bit down hard on Kang in his hand, almost drawing blood. He cried out in pain. "Hey, let go of this dog." The more he hurt, the harder Jin-soo bit down. All he could think of were Jiang's words. "If you don't have strength, then use your guts. That's right. I will rise up. You want to die? Kang In." He shoved Jin-soo aside. "You crazy piece of trash. It hurts like hell." Lee Jin-soo wiped the blood off his mouth with his hand. He smiled. "What's wrong? Does it hurt a lot? If I die here, I'll take you down with me." The loser Kang In, he was surprised. "Ha ha, look at that. Even a rat will fight back when cornered. Are you ready now?" With that, they rushed at Lee Jin-soo. He clenched his fists and swung hard at them. "Get lost, you damn losers." The ones charging at him were surprised by Jin-soo's resistance. What the hell? Jiang's words echoed in his mind. AI told him he had to fight like a pro. He didn't need any of that nonsense skill stuff. Lee Jin-soo reassured himself that he didn't need to look cool while fighting. He just had to do what he could. Kang In, while holding his arm, thought, "Asterisk, why is it sand that kicks up when I fall? Asterisk." After throwing his strike, Lee Jin-soo quickly turned and ran away. Kang In. He angrily ordered his gang to catch Jin-soo, yelling, "Why the hell do I have to fight you guys right now?" In the arena, battles were still unfolding, and the atmosphere was extremely lively as the arena doors gradually opened. The chairman, Giang Trong, unexpectedly turned to look at Lee Jin-soo standing in front of everyone. Drawing all eyes around him, he announced loudly, "I will participate. I will join the arena. I will rise to the challenge." Lee Jin-soo declared resolutely. Behind him, Kang In and his gang had caught up to Lee Jin-soo at the arena entrance. Chairman Giang Trong smiled upon hearing Jin-soo's words, thinking, "Asterisk. He's actually more interesting than I thought." Asterisk. From the stands, a tattooed guy sneered, speaking with disdain and bitterness. "Lee Jin-soo. That useless punk. I'm the one who will take down that bookworm, not Kang." In was part of this wretched arena. He was a member of Kang In-hee's gang. Bak Dong-ho pulled him back with one hand and warned, "Hey, watch your mouth. There are more than just us here." After saying that, both of them glanced down at where Chairman Giang Trong was standing. "I know, we have to be careful. There might not be just one gang under Giang Trong leading them all. The fight between Kang In-hee and Lee Jin-soo was unfolding. Jin-soo took a devastating punch to the face, followed by a rapid knee strike. A series of direct hits landed on Jin-soo, leaving him nearly helpless against Kang In-hee's attacks. "What can you do fighting against me?" With that, he raised his fist and delivered a knockout punch. It sent Lee Jin-soo flying into the corner of the stands. Just a bunch of useless punks, thinking they can dream big. He then unleashed a straight kick to Lee Jin-soo's face. It left him fully stunned as Kang In-hee stepped in, grabbing Jin-soo by the collar and smirking. "Haha, feeling regret yet? Look at this. If you just sit there and take hits, it's so strange." Lee Jin-soo's face showed no fear. He looked at Kang In-hee with disdain, causing Kang In-hee to go crazy. "You bastard, why don't you get down?" He then slapped Jin-soo hard in the face, calling him an idiot. "If you want to crawl back up, you need to know your place. If you're just a useless punk, then live like one." He continued to slap him hard. "What? You think you're like those protagonists in stories?" After saying that, he kicked out, sending Jin-soo tumbling into the corner of the stands. The sound of Lee Jin-soo's body crashing against the arena floor was horrifying. The audience gasped in shock, realizing, whoa, Kang. And he is indeed as fierce as the rumors say. Sounds like a bone-breaking noise, right? That guy's dead, huh? Why is he still standing there? He's overconfident and way too hyped. Why hasn't that guy died yet? Then the guy reaches out. Seems like this is just the warm-up. He walks around looking at Lee Jin-soo, who's collapsing on the floor. The guy looks surprised. What the hell? He should have gone down from that hit. Then he steps closer to Jin-soo, trying to intimidate him. "Hey, don't pretend to be tough. Be careful. That's my first kill. You're about to get it, Jin-soo. Trying to get up just like that?" Jin-soo's face is filled with hatred now. You dashed in and hugged Kang In-hee's waist, pushing him hard. "It's nothing compared to the pain I've endured until now." With a shout, Jin-soo throws Kang In-hee down, making him fall hard on the arena floor. Everyone in the stands looks at each other, excited. That counterattack was something. Whoa, this nerd can throw down too. Suddenly, it's funny how mad he looks. Haha. Right now, Kang In-hee is sprawled out on the arena floor, surprised by Jin-soo's last hit. I thought he had given up, but he caught me off guard. Lee Jin-soo stands above. He throws a powerful punch at Kang In-hee, who quickly counters with a strong uppercut to Jin-soo. "So slow, and you think you can hit me? Haha." If you don't have strength, before he can finish, Kang In-hee realizes something is coming for him. Lee Jin-soo uses the ***Iron Head technique *** from the 72 Shaolin skills, striking straight at his head. A deadly hit from Jin-soo, but I have the willpower. A blow that truly hurts Kang In-hee. Blood splattering everywhere, the arena feels like it's exploding from Jin-soo's strike. Look, that guy finally threw a decent punch. More interesting than I thought. Haha. Chairman Giang just stands there with his arms crossed, deep in thought. He knows that even though adrenaline dulls pain, that kid must have taken quite a beating. "You really are a bit resilient, Kang In." He kicks hard, throwing Lee Jin-soo far away. He stands up, wiping the blood off his face, cursing. "You bastard, you want to die, right?" Lee Jin-soo braces himself. He stands up, his body injured all over. Jin-soo's face is filled with rage as he walks slowly. "What's this? Is this all they've got? The gangs I was scared of? And this is all they show in the arena? Why is the entire audience chanting Lee Jin-soo's name? It's like they're giving him confidence." Jin-soo grits his teeth. Using every last bit of strength, he charges straight at Kang In-hee, jumping up to throw a powerful punch while thinking, "Why was I so scared of these bastards all this time?" But life is still life. A knockout uppercut from Kang In-hee made Lee Jin-soo realize he's still not strong enough. "Sorry about that. But I won't let my guard down again." Kang In-hee glances at Jin-soo. The referee signals and announces the winner is Kang In-hee. He calmly walks out of the ring, ignoring Lee Jin-soo, who lies motionless on the floor. A little later, Lee Jin-soo is slowly regaining consciousness, his body in a daze with 100,000 questions about why this happened to him. "Where am I? I passed out. Even so, I managed to do it. I thought there was no way I could win. All I did was rush in and hope to hit that bastard. I did everything I could, but at that moment, if I had been calmer then, things wouldn't have ended so quickly. Or I should have aimed for his lower body like I initially planned. No, he definitely wouldn't fall unless he let his guard down. If only I were a bit stronger." He looked up, staring. "Giang Trong, are you feeling more awake now? I'm still here because of you. As the student council president, it's my responsibility to watch over an unconscious student. The arena isn't a place to beat someone to death. It's meant to protect students. And you know this is just for today, right? Starting tomorrow, you're not allowed to enter. Because you're no longer a student of the 6 subjects. Take care of yourself. What should I do? Lee Jin-soo slumped down, surprised by Jin-soo's words. He gritted his teeth. I won't give up. Please tell me what I need to do. I want to become stronger. It felt like a scratch in just the right spot. Giang Trong smiled. Training the weak is also part of the student council president's responsibility. Are you ready? Then Giang Trong threw a powerful punch into Jin-soo's stomach. The punch hit hard, leaving Lee Jin-soo almost without strength. He screamed in pain, clutching his stomach, and collapsing to the floor. You feel like you're dying, right? But this is just the beginning. The training ahead will be tough. Lee Jin-soo thought back to when he was in class. At first, I just accidentally got in the way of a flying sandal while students were playing ball in class. Seeing that, I acted concerned. Oh, sorry, are you okay? Lee Jin-soo replied honestly, I'm fine. Hey, that sandal incident exposed me as weak. They lifted Jin-soo and pushed him against the wall, constantly demanding the weekly fee of 100,000 won. They threw Jin-soo down on the classroom floor, pretending to enjoy it. This is why losers like you have to get beaten up. Ha, this guy can't even speak. You have to hit him with love so he can learn. A week later, don't forget to pay back 200,000 won. As they spoke, they ganged up on Lee Jin-soo. Jin-soo could only cover his head and endure. Jin-soo had become weak, unable to even defend himself. However, back in reality, he was determined to tell Giang Trong, please teach me. I want to become strong. I won't live that pathetic life anymore. Giang Trong smiled in satisfaction. As the student council president, it's my duty to make the weak stronger. After saying that, Giang Trong threw a lightning-fast punch to Lee Jin-soo's side. With Giang Chong's strength, that one punch left Lee Jin-soo nearly immobile. He couldn't make a sound, clutching his stomach and collapsing. Giang Trong stepped forward, seeing him in pain. Feels like I'm about to die, right? This is just the beginning, though. Once it's over, you can easily face punches like this. The next morning at school, poor Lee Jin-soo, covered in bruises, holding his side from the beating he took last night. Just how hard did he hit me? It felt like my bones were breaking. What do you think about what Jin told me when I was leaving? Whenever there's a break, come find me. If you keep at it, you'll get stronger just like that. Can it really make me stronger? A voice calls from behind. Hey Jin-soo, I thought you'd give up. It's Jin-do, the first person you got to know. I changed my mind about that. Jin-do looks surprised. Oh really? You seem to really like the arena, huh? You've got guts. As Jin-do says this, he runs up and throws an arm around Jin-soo excitedly. Jin-soo shyly replies, no, that's not it. But as they laugh and talk, both suddenly freeze. Jin-soo looks up at a familiar voice. Huh? Who's this? It's Kang In-hee, along with his gang. He mocks Jin-soo. Oh, look who's back. Lee Jin-soo sees Kang In-hee and feels his body wanting to freeze. He thinks silently. Asterisk, he's too strong. Asterisk, Kang In. He steps down alone. Wow, I didn't expect you to come back. You want revenge, huh? Haha, but you should know your place. Next time we meet, it might just be your funeral. With that, Kang In-hee and his gang leave. It seems that Jin-soo's friend hasn't arrived at the arena yet, so he doesn't understand what's happening. Next to Lee Jin-soo, he grits his teeth, filled with rage. Asterisk, I will get stronger. Asterisk, so I'll never have to lose to scum like him again. After school, the sound of Lee Jin-soo's shout echoes everywhere. A straight punch to the face, followed by an uppercut to the chest. Lee Jin-soo screams in pain, so much so that his cries turn silent. Jin-do yells loudly, open your eyes. Don't be scared. Look straight at the punch. Jin-do grabs Jin-soo by the collar, lifting him up. With his other hand ready to punch, he reminds him, you can't fight back until my training session ends. Lee Jin-soo looks at his bloodied fist, wondering what this training session really is. Day after day, Jin-do and Lee Jin-soo have been training on the school rooftop for a few days now. Continuously, it's been days of Lee Jin-soo taking hits one punch after another, a direct hit, a left hook, and finally a leg trip that makes Lee Jin-soo fall flat. They call it training, but it feels more like a one-sided beating for Jin-do, perhaps rightly so. Only Lee Jin-soo is unilaterally taking the hits. In the evening, Kang In-hee keeps practicing in the arena. The referee signals to stop, and Kang In-hee stands there. His body seems exhausted, covered in blood from his opponent. Kang In-hee's opponent lies motionless on the arena floor, and the referee signals the end of the match. The winner is Kang In-hee. The crowd around the stands whispers to each other. That guy has been ruthless since fighting Lee Jin-soo. I bet that really hurt his pride. Who knows what would happen if that guy took a hit from him, right? The weak point of Kang is his head, and that whole vomit incident too. Kang is just standing there, wiping sweat, hearing what they just said. He steps closer to the group that just spoke. If you guys are that confident, why don't you come and fight me? The two guys who were talking trash were scared and quickly apologized. It seems Kang didn't pay any attention to these little pests and just walked away. As he walked away, Kang couldn't help but feel furious. What a bunch of idiots. Kang walked over to his buddies who were waiting. Hey, did you guys see Lee Jin-soo today? What about Lee Jin-soo? I haven't seen him around lately, right? I didn't see him during break either. He probably isn't coming here. Seriously? So, isn't he refusing to enter the arena? Refusing? Hearing this, Kang remembered what Giang said earlier. Starting from today, first years won't have protection in the arena anymore. He smirked and came up with an idea. Hey, guys, I have an idea on how we can completely wreck these pathetic guys. That night, under the bright lights of the park, Lee Jin-soo was diligently running, not knowing that he might be training for the above strategy. In the 36 strategies of Sun Tzu's Art of War, he was preparing to deal with Kang. He recalled those training sessions where he mostly just took hits with Jiang. Jin-soo thought to himself, am I really getting stronger training like this? No way, I'll come back stronger and faster. Suddenly, a car came rushing towards him. It charged straight at Jin-soo, hitting him and startling him. The driver stopped the car, turned to Jin-soo, and shouted loudly, "What the hell? You scratched my precious car." Talk about being robbed and calling the cops while not leaving Jin-soo alone. He got out, smugly saying, "Sorry, I think we need to discuss this. You messed up my precious car. It's gonna cost at least 5 million, one to fix it. You have to pay me." Lee Jin-soo was stunned. "Where am I supposed to get that much money to give you? Besides, you were the one who hit me." The driver grabbed Jin-soo by the hair and yelled, "What the hell did you just say? Damn, you look just like a pathetic loser. You want to mess with me?" As soon as he finished speaking, he threw a punch straight at Jin-soo's face. The driver's buddies cheered him on. "Hey, we saw everything. You hit him right. Ha ha, you punched him and he flew away. Even I could probably knock him out." The driver moved closer and sat down next to Jin-soo. He threatened, "Hey, what are you doing not listening to me? Answer me." Lee Jin-soo lowered his head, ignoring what the guy was saying. "Why am I not scared at all? What the hell is going on?" Not letting Jin-soo think too long, he reminded him to stand up, his other hand ready with a fist. "Do you really think I want 5 million from you?" Don't let Jin-soo think any longer. He reminds Jin-soo to get up, his other hand ready with a fist. "Do you really think I want 5 million? What I mean is, you need to hand over all the money you have now, and even in the future." This fool, Lee Jin-soo, is just now realizing what he gained from the beatings he took. He has been beaten to a pulp by that monster all this time. So what is this brat to me? Now Jin-soo pushes his hand away, and then delivers a straight punch to the face. "Why should I give money to a piece of trash like you? I'm not afraid of you anymore, you filthy scum." A punch straight to the face. "Why should I give money to a loser like you? Hell no, I'm not scared of you anymore." It seems like Lee Jin-soo's punch didn't even faze him. He grips Jin-soo's wrist tightly, speaking with disdain. "What are you going to do? Punch me?" After saying that, he twists Jin-soo's wrist. Looks like he's preparing to give Jin-soo a brutal beating. Lee Jin-soo is stunned. What's going on? Is my punch useless now? Lee Jin-soo screams, causing the bullies gang to sweat. He yells and throws a flurry of punches at the bully. It seems like Lee Jin-soo is attacking, but in reality, he's just buying time for himself. Punching, shouting, and thinking. What am I going to do now? I haven't learned about damage. All I've learned is how to take a beating. This guy is so used to bullying the weak that Jin-soo doesn't intimidate him at all. He delivers a kick straight to Lee Jin-soo's face, causing him to spit blood. He shouts, "You're just putting on a show, you idiot." His gang also rushes to hold Jin-soo tight. "Do you think this is a swimming pool? Ha ha ha. Hey, this guy looks like a windmill. You're done for, dog. Ha ha ha." While waiting for his gang to hold Jin-soo tight, he puts on an iron glove, It seems like he's really going to beat Jin-soo up this time. He smiles wickedly. Ha, in the end, he's just a useless guy, huh? Hold him down. This guy needs a beating to come to his senses. Then he'll realize how powerless he is. Ha ha ha. All right, now clench your teeth. Here comes a punch as fast as lightning aimed straight at Lee Jin. Suddenly, a stranger jumps in, and the bully quickly gets distracted by this person. A knee to the bully's face knocks him down, blood splattering. His gang stands around, mouths agape in shock. Lee Jin-soo stands frozen, realizing that this person is his friend Jin Do-in, who came to save him. Jin Do-in also recognizes that someone is being bullied. Oh, it's you, Lee Jin-soo. One of the gang members, seeing his teammate just got knocked down, angrily rushes in. He throws a punch and runs towards Jin Do-in. Damn it! Where the hell did you come from? Jin Do-in dodges the punch easily. You immediately counter with a straight punch to his face. Another guy rushes in, and this time they brought weapons. But even though the situation is a bit different, the result remains the same. Jin Do-in throws a hook, mixing up his teeth and lips. All of them go down with just one punch from Jin Do-in. The girl who was with them now realizes she picked the wrong side. These guys are no match for Jin Do-in. Standing there witnessing everything, Lee Jin-soo stares blankly at Jin Do-in. Wow, he's so strong. I thought he was just an ordinary guy. Has he always been this strong? That girl has been kicking and punching, but her buddies still haven't woken up. She runs straight to where Lee Jin-soo and Jin Do-in are talking, shouting loudly, "Hey, you two idiots! Do you know who we are? We're the top crew at Jin-san Technical High School. If we let you talk to the seniors, you're done for." Lee Jin-soo and Jin Do-in froze, unresponsive. According to geometric analysis, Jin-woon thought, should he kick or punch this girl? A kick might be too little, but a punch might be too much. One guy crawled up weakly. Stop. Don't provoke them anymore. Look at that guy's uniform. He's from Class 6. I thought this loser was just a bit strange. Didn't expect to bump into someone tough. Damn, let's go. If I'd known he was from Class 6, I wouldn't have messed with him. After saying that, they hurriedly jumped into their car and sped off. Jinwoo watched as their figures faded away. You told Jin-soo they're just a bunch of idiots. But why are you involved with those jerks? Lee Jin-soo was silent for a moment. Then Jinwoon yelled, Huh? Special training from Jiang? Jinwoon was surprised. It seems like you're really serious about the arena, huh? Lee Jin-soo shyly replied, Yeah, but I'm still too weak. So while I was training, I ran into those jerks. Jin Do-in excitedly laughed. I saw you swinging your fists in the air. That was sick. Lee Jin-soo scratched his head and ears. You saw that? I was a bit shy. Jin Do-in reflected on that moment. Well, it's good you're not scared anymore, and you know how to fight back now, but you're still not strong enough to take on multiple guys at once. If it were me, I wouldn't even dodge. I'd punch that jerk right in the face as soon as I see him. As he said this, Jin Do-in stood up and started doing some moves for Jin-soo to admire. He turned back to look at Jin-soo. By the way, Jiang is training you? I'm really jealous. That's important for you. Someone who has refused the arena has to adapt to Class 6. It's quite a unique school. Hearing Do-in say that, Jin-soo suddenly recalled the bully's words before they left. Let's go. If I'd known he was from Class 6, I wouldn't have messed with him. Lee Jin-soo wondered. But Do-in, it seems they ran away as soon as they knew you were a student from Class 6. Jin Do-in sat down proudly. Haha, of course they ran. Our school is pretty famous around here. Famous? How? Lee Jin-soo was surprised. Jin Do-in continued. Class 6 is where fighters gather. In the surrounding area, it's an old school gang, much like a jungle, where normal students become victims of rampant bullying. Lee Jin-soo was even more surprised. What? Class 6 is like that? But it doesn't seem like that anymore. Jin Do-in's tone became serious. It's all thanks to Jiang. After conquering this lawless school, he established the arena and set some rules for Class 6. Now, there are solo battles in the arena, and the fighting rules are gradually becoming cleaner. That's the result of having another method to deal with pointless violence. But if the arena or Jiangzhong disappears, and following the rules has become meaningless, AI knows when this place will return to its hellish form. Speaking of which, Jin's face darkened. There are still a few bastards wanting to bring the 6 schools back while a match is happening in the arena. In a weak voice, I give up. Stop it. It seems Park Young-ho has beaten his opponent. I have to beg for surrender. He looks bored. Is that all? Now, Continue choosing someone standing outside. Let him use them as a punching bag just because from the start, Park Young-ho didn't like this guy's gaze. Then he threatened, "Or do you really want to refuse my challenge in this arena?" Park Young-ho's buddies are the same team as Kang In-hee, who stands above, excited. Ha ha, this bastard Park Young-ho is aiming for a winning streak. He looks way more pumped than usual. Kang In-hee is smug. Ha ha ha, a bunch of useless fools. I wonder if they know where they stand. Park Young-ho charges in, throwing a punch straight at his opponent's face. The lethal punch sends Tichkon flying everywhere. Another strong hook follows, just 2 punches from Park Young-ho. His opponent raised his hands to surrender. It looks like his jaw is shattered despite the pleas from his opponent. Park Young-ho continues with a downward hook, knocking his opponent out on the spot. He wipes the blood away with a disdainful expression. Ha ha, so easy. Get out of the way. It's my turn. Kang In-hee's voice rang out from outside the arena. Kang In. He has taken off his shirt, ready to join in the fun with Park Jung-ho from the stands. A guy with a split hairstyle turned to his friend and said, "Whoa, Kang In-hee is here. I wonder who he's going to fight." Hell knows. Probably not against any first-year students. Suddenly, Kang In-hee shouted, "Hey, what are you doing?" He pointed directly at the guy who spoke. "Get the hell up here." The guy with the split hairstyle trembled. "What the hell? We don't even know each other." And Kang In-hee approached. "Why do I need a reason to see you? You're making me itchy just looking at you. Isn't this the point of the arena? Or do you want to refuse like Lee Jin-soo?" The arena door opened, and Giang Trong stepped in, shouting loudly, "What are you guys doing? What's with the chaos here?" Kang In-hee was startled by Giang Trong. "Oh, I just requested a fight, but it seems there's a bit of misunderstanding here." He looked at Giang Trong with a challenging expression. "What's your problem? I didn't violate any rules, did I?" The words just now from Kang In-hee really made Giang Trong angry. In an abandoned house, Kang In-hee's gang was gathering. It seems they're brainstorming something to disrupt the arena. One guy exclaimed, "Have you found a way to deal with that 7-time loser?" "What do you mean? You found a way to interfere with the arena or something?" "No, that 7-time loser just harms himself." "Just saying." Kang In. He brought the cigarette to his mouth, pondering. "That guy is the first one who dared not show up. Say no to the arena as long as there are enough limbs, whether AI is the bully or the bullied. Anyone can fight in the arena where AI must also be equal in the face of violence. It's the arena of high school 6 subjects. They bragged about how amazing it is, but if you look at it from another perspective, how can you see those who just like to watch others fight but never fight themselves? The mindset of a 7-time loser will always be a 7-time loser." Hearing this, they all agreed. That's right, those guys have never fought like the others. Exactly. They hide behind the school rules and enjoy that free time. That guy Kang In-hee is puffing on a cigarette. But that fool revealed himself as a transfer student. The person he referred to is Lee Jin-soo. At the same time, Kang In. He came up with an idea. "What do you think will happen if you challenge someone hiding behind those rules, like Park Young-ho?" It hits the spot. His face lit up with excitement. "Ha ha. They will think they have to fight at all costs to avoid becoming like Lee Jin-soo." "Exactly. That wretched arena is now our playground. Ha ha ha. The peace of the arena is about to undergo a big change." Back in the arena, Kang In-hee is acting all challenging towards Giang Trong. He raised an eyebrow. "What's up with you, Giang Trong? I don't think I broke any rules." Giang Trong swallowed his anger, lightly touched Kang In-hee's shoulder, and whispered, "You'd better watch that attitude of yours." Kang In. He ignored Giang Trong's reminder, chuckling lightly. "Sorry for causing chaos. Next time I'll be more careful." Giang Trong gritted his teeth, furious at the near challenge to his position. It seems he also understood Kang In-hee's intention to stir chaos in the arena this morning. It was another training session for Giang Trong with Lee Jin-soo. Rapid punches were thrown like lightning, hooks and jabs. All Lee Jin-soo received were deadly punches. He could only brace himself as Lee Jin-soo felt like he was about to die. He raised both hands to block one of Giang Trong's strikes. But now he can take more hits. He's not as scared as before. Giang Trong was pleased. "Ha ha, so you know how to throw a punch now?" Then Jin-soo immediately threw a wild punch. It startled Giang Trong. Lee Jin-soo realized that if he wanted to win a match, he had to hit him. And it seems this is Lee Jin-soo's special technique. He unleashed a flurry of punches towards Giang Trong, shouting like a director, narrating to add drama. Giang Trong easily dodged, angry. He retaliated with a punch. I could hear Jin-soo's pitiful cries from here. Giang Trong was annoyed as he hit. He let out those weird sounds while attacking, just like a 7-time loser. Jin-soo collapsed, clutching his stomach in pain. He didn't let out any sounds. He thought to himself that his voiceover seemed a bit hard to hear. So this time, Jiang Zong hit me harder than usual. Jiang Zong moved towards Jin-soo and told him there are 2 things. If you master both, you can win any battle. But it seems there's more than just a reminder. Jiang Zong flexed his muscles, clearly planning to continue hitting Jin-soo. The scene shifted to an abandoned building, where Jiang Zong led Jin-soo to an entertainment club. It had been forgotten for years. Jin-soo was surprised. This place is really old, but why are we here? As Jin-soo stepped inside, the first thing that caught his eye was a human-shaped dummy, or rather, a training machine. Jiang Zong had already taken his stance and guided Jin-soo to first raise his fists up to his chin and tuck his chin in. He spread his legs shoulder-width apart and gently moved his fist, lightly tapping forward with the first punch, focusing on the second. He twisted his hip and threw a powerful punch at the dummy, but it seemed the machine had been out of use for a long time, so it only registered the minimum score. Jin-soo stood aside, eyes wide, watching the dummy that seemed to be smoking from that punch. He thought to himself, asterisk, that sounded like a gunshot. Asterisk. Then, Jin-soo immediately returned to his determined state. All right, now it's my turn to punch lightly. He then focused, and wham! He threw a punch that connected with the dummy's chin, the strongest hit Jin-soo had ever delivered. He was excited. Asterisk, I'm starting to get it. Asterisk, but on the power meter, it still only registered the minimum score. That weak punch won't do. As Jiang Zong said this, he added another punch. Asterisk, this thing has been broken for a long time. Asterisk, it won't work if it's not strong enough. You need to hit harder for the machine to register it as a punch. Only then can it inflict damage on the opponent. Find the right stance, and don't show me until you achieve a perfect score. Back in class, the blonde-haired guy with deep-set eyebrows was down because his girlfriend dumped him. He was pulling at his hair. Asterisk, what the hell? Why did he do that? Asterisk, he was fine yesterday. A guy walked by and intentionally bumped into his shoulder. It was Park Jung-ho, the accomplice of Kang In-hee. He pretended to apologize while sticking his leg out to trip him, causing the blonde to fall down, and his phone fell to the ground and shattered. He looked at the blonde lying on the ground. In a taunting voice, he said, asterisk, oh, sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you. Asterisk. The blonde realized it wasn't an accident, and he was irritated. Asterisk. Are you doing this on purpose? Asterisk. Park Jung-ho replied. Asterisk. I just bumped into you by accident. Asterisk. Asterisk. What's that expression on your face? If you have a problem, take it to the arena. Asterisk. The blonde was sweating nervously and stayed silent for a moment. Asterisk. It's not my fault. Asterisk. He turned his face away and took the blame to avoid going to the arena with him. Park Jung-ho was smug, laughing loudly and attracting everyone's attention. Asterisk. Ha ha ha. It's your fault, right? Asterisk. He turned to remind the blonde. Asterisk, in case there's any misunderstanding. This isn't school violence. Asterisk. Asterisk. I didn't violate any rules, did I? I just bumped into you by accident. Be careful next time. Asterisk. After saying that, he turned and walked away, just as Jin Duin rushed over to help the blonde up. Turning to ask, that bastard, is it intentional? We need to report this to the student council. The blonde stopped him. Just let it be. It's not a big deal. Jin Do-in looked towards Kang In-hee's group. Jin-soo's face was a mix of frustration and silence. Is it time to eat yet? In the school cafeteria. He seemed worn out from the training sessions. He ate like someone who had been starved for days. He thought to himself, I've been punching that machine all lunch break, and I still feel hungry. Why have I punched it 100 times and my score is still the same? How much harder do I need to hit it? Suddenly, a sharp voice echoed, Watch out, Jin-soo. He turned just in time to see it. A tray of food slammed straight into his face. It was that tattooed guy, Park Jung-ho, pulling his usual bullying stunt on Jin-soo. Park Jung-ho continued to act fake. Oh no. Is that Jin-soo? Sorry about that. I don't usually see you here. Where have you been during lunch? I've missed you, you little dog, he said while brushing off food splatters onto Jin-soo's clothes. Surprisingly, his brushing was even stronger than Jin-soo's punches. Good to see you. Haha. You agree, right, Jin-soo? At this point, his face showed clear satisfaction. It seemed this was exactly what he wanted. His group was indeed Kang and Hee's group. They gathered in a corner of the school, talking about their recent accomplishments. One of them was excited. Ha ha ha, that was fun. Jung-ho pushed that guy, and he's the one who apologized. Ha ha, they'll soon realize how this school operates. Kang and Hee is only targeting Jin-soo, he reminded his buddies. Now let's drag Jin-soo into the arena and show him the consequences of messing with us. Park Jung-ho seemed very interested in this. He stood up and took charge. I'll handle it. You don't need to get your hands dirty. Kang and Hee was surprised. Oh? So how will you do it? The tattooed guy replied succinctly. Trust me. Back in the cafeteria, Lee Jin-soo stood up and grabbed Park Jung-ho's arm, surprising him. Oh, our dear Jin-soo knows how to fight back now, huh? You look cuter when you're angry, Lee Jin-soo. At that moment, he didn't know how to deal with Park Jung-ho. He remembered Giang Trong's words, saying he was banned from the arena until training was over. Giang Trong said that, but things have escalated to this point. I have no choice. I've practiced hard. Then a loud voice shouted from behind. I'm eating, shut up. Accompanying that voice was a tray of food flying straight at Park Jung-ho. And then, boom! It turned out to be Jin Do-in. Feeling frustrated with Jung-ho's actions, stepped forward. He was determined to teach him a lesson. As the saying goes, heaven strikes during meals. You should know your limits, you dog. I'll teach him a lesson. You should know your limits, you dog. Park Jung-ho is so angry that his whole body shakes. He yells, You're crazy! Jin Do-in! Do you want to die? Jin Do-in keeps provoking him just like he does with others, saying sarcastically, Sorry, but this isn't school bullying. I just slipped. The more he hears, the angrier Park Jung-ho gets. After saying that, Jin Do-in shifts to a serious mode. No matter what, I want to have a proper fight with you. Let's go to the arena today. I'll teach you a lesson, for sure. From now on, there will be battles of true warriors. It's not just a playground for bullies anymore. Back to school then. Jin Do-in and Lee Jin-soo are washing off the food stains splattered on their clothes. Lee Jin-soo looks embarrassed. Sorry about that, Jin Do-in. Jin Do-in chuckles lightly. Haha, what are you talking about? I'm not doing it because of you. Even if it seems like I'm targeting you, I have no intention of fighting for you. I've always wanted to teach Kang and Hee a lesson. I've been fed up with their tricks in the arena. Really? Lee Jin-soo is surprised. What's going on? It seems Lee Jin-soo hasn't realized the unusual things happening in the arena. Jin Do-in sits down. Are you explaining the reason? You probably don't know since you haven't been there for a while. Those jerks drag the weak onto the floor and torture them in the arena. They say they have strange negative emotions inside and just start throwing punches. When they're scared, they bring up your refusal to participate in the arena. Upon hearing this, Lee Jin-soo grows more resentful towards Kang In-hyo and his gang. Part of him also feels guilty for not helping, because so many people are getting beaten up. Jin Do-in continues, I've never had the chance to fight them before, so this is a good thing. I can't just stand by while the arena is in chaos like this. Lee Jin-soo stays seated, still not understanding why Do-in wants to protect the arena. You're so strong, yet I don't think the arena should exist. It doesn't matter. You have your own reasons. Do-in falls into deep thought. He softly shares, I once had a dark time like you. Then he starts remembering the moments he was bullied as a kid. Turns out, Jin Do-in was a chubby and weak boy back then. He was continuously bullied. They tied him to a post, and while holding a yellow drink bottle, the leader approached him and said, I thought our little pig Do-in was hungry, so I made this special latte just for you. Open your mouth. Haha. Jin Do-in struggled desperately. His body was tightly bound, his shirt ripped apart, covered in ink marks that they drew all over him. Jin Do-in pleaded, his voice trembling and unyielding. Stop it, please! But before Do-in could finish his sentence, they tightly clamped his mouth shut, excitedly yelling, Here it is, the special latte. After you drink it, give us your review. Every time Jin Do-in thinks back to that day, he always considers it a dark hell. At that moment, Do-in thought dying would be better. Then a savior came and grabbed the bully's drink bottle. He frowned slightly. His serious voice made the bullies wet their pants. You punks should treat your friends well. This savior is the one who saved Do-in. Jin Do hurriedly put on his shirt, continuously thanking his savior. Jin Do hesitated. Thank you, uncle, even though he knew he was an AI. But before he could finish his sentence, his savior handed him a piece of paper, which turned out to be an invitation to join a boxing training session. The savior was a boxing master, who owned a nearby boxing gym, right after that day. Jin-woon tried to get used to boxing and became a huge fan of the sport. Boxing transformed him into a new person. He returned to confront the group that had bullied him. With just one punch, they flew into the corner, begging for mercy. From then on, nobody could bother Jin-do anymore. Those punks pretending to be tough were nothing when facing me. Hearing that, Jin-soo became even more determined. Jin-do had even been bullied before. How can I do this? After pouring out his feelings, Jin-do stood up. He continued talking about the arena. Although the rules of the arena were a bit excessive, he loved being able to fight. With his own strength, without being held back by the fear of being ganged up on. That's why I want to preserve it. Just wait and see how I crush that punk Park Jung-ho. That night, the arena felt like it was about to explode. Everyone cheered, excited to witness the real fight between Jin-do and Park Jung-ho. Park Jung-ho acted provocatively. I don't know where you got the guts to challenge me, but I'll show you that'll be your stupid decision. This tactic doesn't seem to work on Jin-do. He smirked. You want to trash talk, Jung-ho? Stop rambling and let's fight. You're getting impatient, huh? Up in the stands, Jin-soo quietly cheered for Jin-do, simply wishing him good luck from afar. The referee's signal rang out, and everyone was ready to start. Park Jung-ho struck first. He lunged forward, throwing a strong punch at Do-in, but Jin-do gently tilted his head and avoided it. Park Jung-ho was surprised. How did he dodge that? Then Park Jung-ho continuously threw punches at Jin-woon, but the result was the same. Jin-woon effortlessly dodged them all, not only defending, but when the opportunity arose, Jin-do landed a direct punch to Park Jung-ho's face, hitting him like a hammer. The entire audience gasped. Wow, what was that? Jin-do is so fast. His reaction speed is no joke. Park Jung-ho spat out a mouthful of blood from his nose after taking Jin-do's punch, muttering, "What the hell was that? He's faster than I thought. This guy knows boxing. His footwork isn't bad either." Not giving Park Jung-ho time to think, Jin-do charged in, continuously throwing punches at Park Jung-ho, who was now on the defensive. He kept backing away, dodging Jin-do's strikes to create space to analyze his attacks. He realized Jin-do's punches were very fast, but the power was a bit weak. "This is surprising, but I'm still stronger than you." After speaking, he launched a counterattack, but still got blocked by Jin-do, who managed to raise his hand just in time, though it seemed like the defense took a toll. This allowed him to analyze Jin-do's weak point. He pivoted his foot, bending deeply to prepare for an uppercut from underneath Jin-do. This way of attacking is really solid, like it has been practiced well. Just as he bent down, Jin-do's punch was already waiting. Asterisk, bam, asterisk. A punch with force and speed comparable to Son Goku sent Park Jung-ho flying, blood splattering everywhere. Jin-do laughed disdainfully. "You analyzed too well." After taking the hit, Park Jung-ho realized it wasn't because Jin-woon was weak, but because he had intentionally set a trap for him. Witnessing that blow, Jin-soo was left speechless in shock. This Jin-woon is too strong. Park Jung-ho can't even land a hit on him. Behind them, others were discussing excitedly. "Hey, has Jin-woon always been this strong? This is getting interesting. Looks like Park Jung-ho's winning streak is about to be broken. This is going to be fun. Haha." Jin-do stood there. He heard their whole conversation and wondered, isn't Park Jung-ho supposed to be invincible in the arena? Back to the ring he goes. Park Jung-ho kept attacking, but one by one, his blows were all neutralized by Jin-do. He was infuriated, his mouth agape. "In the arena, you can't land a hit?" Jin-do dodged while taunting Park Jung-ho to make him lose his cool. "Your attacks are always missing. Do you think those wide strikes are effective? Haha, you need to master the small things before thinking big." Saying this, Jin-do delivered a fatal blow that sent Park Jung-ho crashing back, and Jin-do continued to teach him a lesson. "You talk a lot but can only do this much. You're weak, yet you still pick fights with others? Stop causing chaos in this arena. Get lost, Park Jung-ho." After taking enough punches from Jin-do, his whole body trembled. He struggled to breathe. He turned to Kang In-hee, who was watching him from above. Kang In-hee's gaze was truly judgmental towards Park Jung-ho. He understood what Kang In-hee was thinking. He bowed his head, smiling slightly, and told himself, "Kang In-hee, don't worry. I won't lose." Then he stood up like a zombie. It seemed like the battle was just beginning. He looked excited and admitted, "Okay, I admit you're better at boxing than I am, but now I'm going to fight seriously." He lifted his leg, showing that Park Jung-ho was skilled. a very powerful traditional martial arts stance. The real battle was just beginning. "Come at me, you dog. I'll show you what seriousness looks like," he said sternly. "Come here, you little brat." Jin-woon suddenly didn't recognize his stance. Which school of martial arts are you from? He didn't know if he was going to throw a punch or follow up with a kick. This time, Jin-woon was the first to attack. He lunged forward, delivering a swift, sweeping kick aimed at Park Young-ho's supporting leg. Suddenly, Jin-doon stops. He realizes something is off. What the hell? Why are his legs so stiff? Park Jung-ho doesn't give Jin-doon time to think. He throws a kick back at Jin-doon, forcing him to step back to dodge. His priority now is to create some distance, to give himself more time to analyze Park Young-ho's attack, but like a hungry beast. Park Young-ho goes crazy. He charges at Jin-doon like a bullet, but it's precisely because of his charge that Jin-doon figures out Park Young-ho's attack strategy. Sure enough, he's closing in to kick. With his size, using just his hands to block won't be enough. Jin-woo immediately raises his hands to block the incoming kick. But something feels off. This kick doesn't resemble a regular person's. It's more like a concrete pillar charging at him. By the time Jin-woo realizes this kick is incredibly powerful, it's too late. He takes the full brunt of the kick, sending him flying several meters away. Jin-doon struggles to get back up. He curses, "What the hell is this strength? I blocked the kick, and it still hurts like hell." Park Jung-ho doesn't give Jin-doon a moment to recover. He lands another kick. This time, Jin-doon manages to block it, but he still gets knocked back. After taking 2 consecutive kicks like hammers, his arm shows signs of cracking. Lee Jin-soo, outside the arena. Worry is evident on his face as he shouts Jin-doon's name, but in the ring, right now, Jin-woo is too focused on dodging Park Jung-ho's attacks to think about anything else. Park Jung-ho, riding the wave of victory, taunts, "Ha ha ha. Why do you keep backing away? Come at me like before. Scared now?" Jin-doon can only wonder why that punk's kick is so strong, so different from his punches. This time, Park Jung-ho charges again. Jin-doon braces himself, ready to take more kicks from him. But this time, it's not what Doon expected. It's a flurry of punches from Park Jung-ho, left hooks, right hooks, straight punches. He throws punches while excitedly shouting, "Ha ha ha. Now it's my turn to attack." Jin-doon finds himself in a tough spot. Focused on the kicks, he doesn't react in time to Park Jung-ho's punches as he closes in. "Don't mess up the arena with that weak attitude. Come on and attack me." Jin-doon seems unfazed as he responds with disdain. "You're just a nobody." But in this fight, it seems he really is a nobody. A sweeping kick connects with Jin-doon's standing leg. He falls flat on the arena floor as Park Jung-ho continues to taunt, "Weak as a snail. Teaching others a lesson?" Jin-doon realizes he has no strength left. He can't stand up to block Park Jung-ho's attacks anymore. Finally, Park Jung-ho decides to end it. He delivers a parting shot for Jin-doon. "Take it easy, hypocrite." The swift kick closes in on Doon's face. At this moment, Jin-doon can only close his eyes and pray. His limbs are too slow to block this kick now, and the audience's gasps fill the arena. The referee has saved Jin-doon, declaring a halt. If the opponent continues to attack, they will be disqualified. The referee is also a notable figure. He's the class president of the senior class, Hee Jun-hang. Park Jung-ho quickly turns away, visibly displeased. Struggling to get started, and already blocked? Haha. It's been ages since we had such a cool match. Probably why those guys rarely show up. Speaking of which, he suddenly smiled sharply. The person he was referring to was Lee Jin-soo. He turned around to address everyone in the arena with a sarcastic tone. "This arena is going to get even crazier, so make sure to check it out on your way back from the arena." Lee Jin-soo supported his friend Doon, who was injured all over, continuously asking if it hurt a lot. But it seemed like these injuries didn't bother Doon. What he was really thinking about were the consequences for the arena after he lost, and now those troublemakers in the arena were getting even more arrogant. Lee Jin-soo found it confusing. He had clearly been dominating until he lost his advantage with just one kick. Jin-doon's expression darkened. That kick was much stronger than he had imagined, strangely powerful and suspicious. Now, looking back on that kick that changed the outcome of the match, Jin-doon still couldn't understand what the hell was so strong about it. After chatting for a while, they arrived at Doon's house, where he thanked Lee Jin-soo for the help. Doon thought that since he had to help him for a long way, Lee Jin-soo must be tired and invited him inside to rest and drink some water. But it seemed Lee Jin-soo was in a hurry about something, so he declined and promised to come back another time. Jin Do-in was surprised. It was already late. Why was Lee Jin-soo in such a rush? What could be so urgent at this hour? The next morning in class, Kang In-hee sighed at the gift he received. What did you bring this useless thing for? It's pointless, said a shy guy who stammered. But we got accepted into the group anyway, so it's just a token of goodwill. Hope we can cooperate well later. It seemed the shoes weren't something Kang In-hee needed from these guys. Uncle Dung was looking for something, and he approached, wondering, isn't Lee Jin-soo supposed to be at school today? Kang In, he happily exclaimed, oh, you made it. Why are you mentioning Lee Jin-soo now? Uncle Dung was surprised. In the plan, now was the time to deal with Jin-soo. As Kang In, he placed a hand on Park Jung-ho's shoulder, his tone completely different from usual. Thanks to you, the situation has changed. Your victory over Do-in proved our strength. Now, which group would dare to underestimate us? They will definitely have to be cautious when dealing with someone weak like Lee Jin-soo. That would only make us look worse. The excited gang laughed. For sure. One guy with a mohawk came up with an idea. So, what's our next move? The group has a high reputation. Or should we go to the arena and hand out flyers for new recruits? Kang In-hee seemed to have a plan. He rejected his comrade's suggestion, saying the plan to take over the 10th grade class was complete. Now it was time to move on to the next step. The 11th grade leader, Son Suk-gu, was startled when he saw Kang In-hee's group approaching. Kang In, he put on a respectful face. Seniors, we wanted to meet you, so we came here. Son Suk-gu's group burst into laughter. Haha, you guys think I have time to chat with a bunch of 10th graders? Those little punks, who do they think they are? Kang In-hee walks over with a flattering tone. Of course, in the eyes of our seniors, we're just a bunch of small fries because they are the legendary members of this generation. My brother, Son Suk-gu, then realized, what? He's the little brother of that guy? Kang In-hee suddenly changed his tone to a taunting one. But now you guys are stuck like old-timers, hiding away like has-beens. Son Suk-gu lost it and lunged to grab him by the collar. Kang In-hee shouted loudly, what the hell are you talking about, you brat? You looking to get yourself killed? Kang In-hee showed no fear. His tone flipped 180 degrees from taunting to convincing. What a pity for the seniors. Back then, the seniors had to fight in isolation, but now things are different. The situation has changed. Speaking of which, Kang In-hee's expression changed. He became truly sinister. Son Suk-gu seemed to gradually understand Kang In-hee's request. On the school rooftop, class president Hee Jun-hang kept complaining that if they let them exploit the loopholes in the rules, this whole arena would be turned upside down. This isn't just a kids' fight among 10th graders anymore. Moreover, Kang In-hee is actually Kang Han-hee's little brother. You know that, right? Giang Trong thought in silence and then left, just reminding him that even if they exploit it, the law is still the law. Hearing that, Hee Jun-hang got annoyed. What do you mean, just let it be? Giang Trong still didn't care. He kept walking and advised Jun-hang. Even if I step in to resolve this, will this arena ever be the same again? Jun-hang fell silent upon hearing this. Suddenly, the ringtone in Giang Trong's pocket rang. It was a call from Lee Jin-soo, returning to the abandoned entertainment club. Giang Trong swung the door open. He found Lee Jin-soo exhausted, slumped on the floor, which made Giang Trong furious. I told you to contact me before you scored. Have you given up already? That's why I contacted you, Lee Jin-soo's firm voice replied. This left Giang Trong stunned. He looked at Jin-soo and the training machine in front of him, leaving him speechless. Lee Jin-soo had achieved the maximum score. Lee Jin-soo showed clear excitement. Now, Giang Trong, tell me what the next part of the training is. Quickly saying goodbye, Jin Do-in, Lee Jin-soo rushed off. Jin Do-in stood there, puzzled, wondering where he was in such a hurry to go. Lee Jin-soo ran, his face showing determination. He recalled Park Jung-ho's face when he defeated Jin Do-in. That made him even more determined to get stronger quickly. After saying that, he dashed back like a bullet to the abandoned entertainment area, diving into training like a madman. A guy like Jin Do-in, who was white-collar, now could only rely on effort, even if it meant weak punches. But if he threw hundreds of thousands of punches, the advice from Giang Trong kept replaying in Jin-soo's mind. He had to be strong enough for his body to react. To deal damage to the opponent, find your own stance. Lee Jin-soo figured it out. Since my body is lacking in both weight and strength, widening my stance a bit compared to the senior might be better. To add more force into the punch, swing your arm as if you're swinging a golf club, and then all the preparations are set. Jin-soo put everything into this punch. Boom! A hit so powerful it sounded like an explosion. Finally, the scoreboard lit up with the first points. Not satisfied with the initial success, Jin-soo continued to train furiously from morning till night. The scoreboard kept lighting up with the power of Jin-soo's punches. 20 points, 100 points, 300 points, 500 points, 800 points left punch, right punch, straight punch. The relentless and furious punches kept coming, and every effort would pay off. A decisive punch caused the score to skyrocket after that hit. And then, an absolute score. Jin-soo officially succeeded in passing the training. He collapsed onto the floor. His body was still drenched in sweat, his hands stained with blood. Even so, upon seeing Giang Trong appear, Jin-soo was still excited and requested the next training. Giang Trong found it interesting. Oh, faster than I thought. Jin-soo jumped up because he needed to be faster, no time to waste in a place like this. Giang Trong also didn't want to waste any more time. He praised Jin-soo and would give him. Quickly move on to the next exercise, but didn't forget to remind Jin-soo to prepare mentally. This one will be much harsher than the previous exercises. Just finishing his sentence. Jin-soo collapsed onto Giang Trong and fell asleep. He must be exhausted. Giang Trong saw this and didn't feel annoyed like before. He was satisfied with what Jin-soo had achieved today and let him rest. This was also considered part of the training. The next night, in the arena, Park Young-ho shouted angrily, "What's going on here? Why are there so few people? It seems like only half of what it usually is." He turned around 180 degrees and burst out laughing. Could it be that they're all scared now? This was exactly what Park Young-ho wanted to achieve. An arena that frightened everyone, making them afraid to come near. Who's afraid of anyone? It seems I need to teach those obnoxious 10th graders a lesson. He was a second-year student from the discipline team named Choi. "Hey, you." "What? There's a discipline team here?" Choi looked displeased from the first time they met. "Hey, I've been annoyed by that dragon head on your arm for a while now. Is that reason enough for us to fight? You always start trouble for such ridiculous reasons." But Baek Dong-ho saw the senior in front of him tremble, his voice stuttering. That was witnessed by Jun-hang outside the arena. He was almost holding himself back. He couldn't turn a blind eye any longer. "It's time to fight back." Suddenly, the arena door bursts open with a provocative voice. "What's with this tense atmosphere? I heard the arena's been lively lately, so I'm just here for fun. Why is a senior fighting a sophomore? What a ridiculous situation. Asterisk, hey, asterisk. Should I dance to lighten the mood? Oh, it's that guy, Sun Suk-gu. He and his gang show up to stir chaos in the arena. Asterisk. Jun-hang time steps forward to confront Sun Suk-gu. "What are you doing here?" Sun Suk-gu chuckles. "I'm here to fight, obviously. I'm also a student from Juman." Asterisk Jun-hang times is annoyed. "Don't beat around the bush. After that incident, you still dare to show your face here?" Asterisk. Sun Suk-gu times plays it cool. "Let's just forget about the past. Let's have fun together," says times Kang In-hee asterisk, who's been quiet until now. "Right, senior? Why are you being so strict? The number of people at the arena is dwindling. More newcomers would make it even more fun. You see, asterisk Kang In-hee times challenges, times Jun-hang asterisk. Now, he's recognizing times Kang In-hee's times true face, and all he can do is swallow his anger. Because times Kang In-hee's times group is truly large. Asterisk Kang In-hee times. Takes the chance to mock. Scared now, huh? Ha ha ha. Back to times Jiang Zong's times training session with times Jin-soo asterisk. Asterisk, Jin-soo times. Wanders alone in the training grounds, wondering, what kind of training picks such a gloomy place? It's as dark as a graveyard. I bet ghosts will show up. Ah, found it. Asterisk. Jiang Zong's times voice appears behind times Jin-soo asterisk. He turns around, puzzled. What's today's training, senior? Asterisk Jiang Zhong times stands at the entrance of this place, arms crossed, seriously. Have you ever heard about the history of Jumun? Asterisk Jin-soo times looks confused about what times Jiang Zong times just mentioned. Asterisk Jiang Zong times explains, in the past, high schools in the Yungyung area fought to claim the title of the strongest school. Jumun was the absolute victor in that battle. After Jumun dominated the area, the remaining schools had to retreat to their territories. Asterisk Jin-soo times still doesn't get it. What does that have to do with today's training? Asterisk Giang Trong times gets straight to the point. Where you're standing now is the territory of the Jin-sang gang. Even though schools aren't fighting anymore, trespassing into another school's territory is still seen as a provocation. Asterisk Lee Jin-soo times realizes the danger too late. The gate slams shut. Asterisk Giang Trong times has locked this door. The next training session officially begins. The other gate is still open. Try to escape through that gate using your own strength. This lesson is a hands-on experience. There's no better lesson than practical experience. Asterisk Lee Jin-soo times runs and screams toward the gate. Senior! Senior! What the hell is going on? It seems times Lee Jin-soo's times cries for help are more of a hindrance. That noise is catching the attention of those inside. The sound of motorcycles approaches. One rider expresses annoyance. Who dares to make noise in our territory? So you're the bookworm from Juman, huh? Lee Jin-soo finally recognized you as the long-haired guy who ran into him with the VA the other day. They rushed in to surround Jin-soo. The long-haired guy was still pretty bitter about that night. Now the prey has come right to him, making him excited. You know where this is, right? Lee Jin-soo. It's so great to see you here. Ha ha ha. You dared to come in here all alone? Today, I'll make you regret ever showing up. Saying that, he quickly put on the iron gloves he hadn't used before, grabbing Jin-soo by the head with one hand, his other hand raised for a punch, repeatedly asking, "What's this? Are you scared now?" Ha ha ha, you fool. You're standing there like a statue. Suddenly, he stopped, staring intently at Lee Jin-soo, confused. What are you mumbling about at this hour? If you want to confess or pray, say it loud before I smash your face to bits. Lee Jin-soo continued to whisper, both fists raised to chin level, his chin tucked in, with legs spread slightly apart, stepping lightly, and he threw a straight punch with his front hand. Indeed, actions speak louder than words. A direct punch to the chin of the long-haired guy sent him flying backward, looking bewildered and not understanding what just happened. Lee Jin-soo recalled the moves, pivoting his foot and shifting his weight into a hook punch, and then, a lightning-fast punch headed straight for the long-haired guy's face, hitting with the force of a hammer before he even realized what was happening. He took the full hit and flew several meters away. The long-haired guy's buddies watching this punch could only stare with their mouths agape, speechless. Lee Jin-soo smiled, seeming to finally grasp how to deliver a powerful blow. Thanks to real combat in the arena, Choi Suko was begging Son Soo-gu to spare him. Just a few basic moves had made Son Soo-gu, caused Choi Suko to lose his ability to fight. Son Soo-gu lifted him up with a delighted smile, thinking if the arena was this much fun, he should have come earlier. Ha ha ha, calling themselves a disciplined team but weak as snails. Jin Hang couldn't hold back anymore. He took off his shirt and stepped into the ring. Enough already. Son Soo-gu, at least fight someone of your own level. He stepped up, ready to lecture, as it seemed Son Soo-gu had other plans. He wasn't just here to fight. He rejected Jin Hang's challenge, signaling to his buddies that they were done here for today. We have other things to do, right? But it seems like it's just us left now. Jin Hang looked around. Even the remaining students have all left, probably due to the chaotic fights in the ring and Son Soo-gu's appearance. They must be scared of getting caught up in this, so they all left. Jin Hang looked at Kang In-hee, who was grinning smugly, wondering if this was your plan. Did you pull Son Soo-gu here for this reason to keep things going according to your plan? Kang In-hee suggested to Jin Hang. Senior, if you want to fight this badly, at least set a proper date and place somewhere else. The arena is empty now. We don't need to follow the rules anymore. Jin Hang clenched his fists, feeling frustrated. It seemed everyone had fallen into Kang In-hee's trap. The guy named Suk-gu stands there and challenges. You heard that, right, Jin Hang? He goes to confront Jiang and talks to him. He says he wants a proper fight outside, not in this kiddie playground. Then heads back to Lee Jin-soo. Your punch made the long-haired guy eat dirt, splattering blood on Lee Jin-soo's face while he assumed the perfect stance. The guy in black saw his long-haired buddy get knocked down and charged in angrily. He lunged at Jin-soo like a rabid dog breaking into someone's house. You dare make a move on our turf? You're dead meat, you idiot. He threw a straight punch at Jin-soo's face, but Lee Jin-soo didn't budge. He just stood there to take it. With Lee Jin-soo's strength now, this weak punch didn't affect him at all. Lee Jin-soo countered with a punch that sent the guy flying a meter away, and it seems they enjoy lining up to get beat up. Another guy charged in, and the outcome was the same as the last two, a powerful left hook that hit like a hammer. It sent him crashing into the wall before he went down. The guy in black only got back up after taking Jin-soo's punch. He struggled to get up, terrified. Could this guy really be him? Just as the little sister appeared. She always comes out last and talks the most, pointing at Lee Jin-soo and continuously threatening that nerd. Do you know what trouble you just caused? You're dead meat. The shadows behind her slowly started to emerge. It seems this time she wasn't just talking. She brought a lot of backup as a group of thugs gradually appeared from the darkness. One guy suddenly exclaimed, "Why is that Juman guy here? Damn it, let's deal with him." Lee Jin-soo realized it was a bit too late. Damn it, there are too many of them. I can't fight all these guys one-on-one. What should I do? The little sister kept up her taunts. Ha ha ha, got the situation figured out? You're dead today. But she hadn't noticed closely yet. Lee Jin-soo had climbed onto the motorcycle of one of the three guys he just dealt with. If he couldn't use his hands, he'd have to use another strategy. As long as he got results, the thugs stood there surprised. But suddenly they burst into laughter. Oh, so our Lee Jin-soo doesn't know how to ride a big bike. He was wobbling all over the place. They laughed heartily. One guy shouted, "Ha ha ha, look at him wobble, he looks adorable. I feel embarrassed for you. Ha ha ha." But it seemed this was part of Lee Jin-soo's plan. Or maybe he really didn't know how to ride a big bike. But in difficulty lies wisdom. Taking advantage of the moment while the thugs were distracted and laughing, Jin-soo let go of the motorcycle, charging straight towards them, making them scream in surprise before they could regain their composure. Now Jin-soo jumped up and threw a straight punch at the curly-haired guy, knocking him out, allowing Lee Jin-soo to escape. He managed to slip through their group, temporarily saving himself. But it didn't seem that easy. They immediately chased after Lee Jin-soo, who now felt for the first time how much he wanted a fighting arena. You think if you fight one-on-one, you can handle them. Only the arena keeps you from being ganged up on. Suddenly, Lee Jin-soo realizes something. He runs into a tall building while they closely follow him to the stairs. Up ahead, Lee Jin-soo stops running and stands still, taunting them. One guy looks smug, laughing. Ha ha ha, he must have run into the wall. Then he shouts to his buddies, "You've got nowhere to run now. You bastards, charge!" The bald guy rushes forward but gets hit with a punch. He gets knocked down, and the guy in the blue shirt who follows him isn't spared either, falling flat on top of the group behind him. It seems Lee Jin-soo didn't come here by chance. The narrow stairs forced them to come at him one by one. This is why Lee Jin-soo can successfully boost his defense. Being up high makes it easier for him to strike. Now, after taking a few punches to weaken their momentum, he just needs to take them all down to escape. Lee Jin-soo, emboldened, taunts, "Come at me so I can get out of here quickly," while looking down. Suddenly, a guy rushes in and smashes his head. Then another one jumps down and kicks Lee Jin-soo, sending him flying. The gang shouts in unison, "Hello, senior." The senior frowns in irritation. Damn it. Just when he was enjoying his noodles, he sees the face of Juman Lee, which surprises him a bit. With someone still up there, Jin-soo gets ambushed, and without thinking, he charges back. But he takes another punch that sends blood flying. Now he starts to think, and realizes this guy is much stronger than the others. The senior orders the others to take care of Lee Jin-soo in 10 minutes. Once done, bring him to me. They all comply and rush to beat up Lee Jin-soo, even though he had the subordinates handle it. But the picky senior is still annoyed. He's upset that Lee Jin-soo ruined his meal. He turns and updates the deadline for his subordinates. No, with this guy, it's only 5 minutes. Handle him in 5 minutes. Understood, senior. They start stomping harder on Jin-soo, who curls up, looking at the senior and gritting his teeth, thinking, damn it, just one guy appears and those cowards get all riled up. Lee Jin-soo gathers all his strength. He stands up, realizing he must change his approach if he wants to beat them. Below, the senior is coming down the stairs, shaking his head and sighing. I told you I can't trust them. These first-year students can't even handle a nerd who's lost in thought. The senior feels something approaching him. He turns to see Lee Jin-soo transforming into a wild beast. Charging at him, he jumps down the stairs and shouts, I said I don't need 5 minutes. Then he dove down and slammed his head into the senior's head, causing Lee Jin-soo to fall to the ground, clutching his head and screaming in pain. The underlings saw their senior get hit, and in fear, they rushed down to check on him. Are you okay, senior? The senior was practically going insane. He ordered, you all need to catch him, or everyone will know who I am. Lee Jin-soo turned back, chuckling to himself. It seemed like his escape plan had worked. He quickly ran outside. Now the last thing to do was to just reach the back gate. Seeing the gate in front of him, Lee Jin-soo was overjoyed. There it is, the back gate. Suddenly, a loud noise was approaching him. Lee Jin-soo, terrified, turned to look. The light was coming at him fast. What was that? It couldn't be a motorcycle, could it? The blue-haired guy quickly zoomed past, blocking Lee Jin-soo's way. He froze. Who is this? Not the motorcycle guy from before. The blue-haired guy stopped his bike and confronted Lee Jin-soo. So it's you, the one who beat up my underlings. I thought the boss would be sympathetic to his crew. He was out for revenge, but not just that. He had tied up the long-haired underling that Lee Jin-soo knocked out when he first got here, and dragged him around looking for him. He looked more like a villain than a leader. As soon as he saw Lee Jin-soo's face, his anger grew for his useless underlings, all because of one nerd. All of his underlings had been beaten up badly, but then the blue-haired guy stepped down, hands in his pockets, his face showing clear amusement. But I have to say, you're not bad. I really like cute ones. His face darkened. His whole body radiated the cold-bloodedness of a snake. He was the school boss, Jin-soo, the notorious Jin Hoang. He felt intrigued. You're not too bad, Lee Jin-soo. I really like cute ones. Heh. Lee Jin-soo wondered who this crazy guy was. How could he drag someone along with a motorcycle like that? At that moment, the guys who had just fought Lee Jin-soo in the building caught up to this place. They were shocked to see their boss, Hong-hook, here. Seeing their disheveled state, Hong-hook guessed that they must have also been dealt with by that nerd. You guys just stand there and wait a bit. I'll make sure you look as pretty as that guy who got dragged around on the bike. The underlings, scared, begged. No, please, senior. We can handle this guy ourselves. But now, Hong-hook seemed to have transformed into a beast. His body radiated a wave of power, a kind of magical aura like that of a brutal serpent. He hissed like a snake hunting its prey. Don't touch my prey. The group, seeing this, all backed away, standing still. Lee Jin-soo realized he was facing the boss of Jin-soo, but he seemed even shorter than him. Lee Jin-soo realizes he's facing the school's top bully, Jin-soo, but he seems even shorter than him. His physique isn't as muscular as Giang Chong's. After thinking, he gathers his strength and charges at the bully, just like Senior Giang Trong said. Even if the opponent is a bully, a quick punch is always effective. First, it'll be with my left hand. But this time, his opponent is no ordinary guy. He bends down and easily dodges Lee Jin-soo's punch, looking very pleased. Surprising, huh? You really are cute for daring to attack first. The bully, Hang-huk Jin, uses both hands to lock Lee Jin-soo's sides. A gentle toss sends Lee Jin-soo flying a meter away. This seemingly light throw packs a powerful force upon landing. The head slam left Lee Jin-soo nearly immobilized. He grabs Lee Jin-soo by the collar and lifts him up as if he's just playing around. Not yet. You can't go down that easily. Come on, let's keep playing. Ha ha. Then he resumes his sidelock strike. He tightly hugs Lee Jin-soo's entire body, performing a 360-degree backflip that makes Lee Jin-soo take the full weight of Huk Jin. Huk Jin lands on him. Not just that, but he lands head first. Hitting the most vulnerable part of the body causes Lee Jin-soo to seem unconscious. Then he spews blood everywhere. All he can think is, asterisk. Damn it, I'm done for this time. Asterisk, the underlings cheer as they see their boss pounding Jin-soo. Look at him. He looks pathetic. Who told you to run your mouth? The purple-haired senior shouts. Shut up. This isn't the time to celebrate. Once he's done, it'll be your turn against Huk Jin. He grips Lee Jin-soo's neck and lifts him up, saying, keep struggling, ha ha. Lee Jin-soo gives it all he's got. He kicks Huk Jin square in the face, his voice showing no fear. This little guy loves calling others cute. Cute. You're the one who's cute. His face turns cold. You dare call me cute. The underling hearing this can't help but exclaim, that guy is dead for sure. They say Huk Jin was bullied as a kid for being so small. So, in front of him, even if it kills you, don't say the word cute. The atmosphere suddenly turns tense and silent. Huk Jin no longer moves. Lee Jin-soo realizes this is the moment to strike back. He puts all his strength into this punch, but it seems this time he's the one who fell into the trap. Huk grabs Lee Jin-soo's outstretched arm and jumps up, binding his neck tightly. He laughs like a madman high on drugs. Come here, let's go to my hell. All of Lee Jin-soo's limbs are locked down. His neck is squeezed so tightly he can barely breathe, and gradually, the hold gets tighter. He lies there, locked onto Jin-soo, continuously twisting and flexing. Ha ha, this little baby is delicious. The underlings behind start to recognize the familiar strike. This is the hellish snake lock technique, exuding the cold blood of a brutal serpent. This technique locks the opponent's hands and feet, preventing them from resisting and being beaten to death. These continuous blows to the head are almost fatal strikes. There's no way to escape unless knocked out or dead. Huk-jin keeps pounding Lee Jin-soo's head. How's that? Am I cute now? Come on, tell me. Am I cute? Lee Jin-soo keeps getting hit, his hands locked tight, unable to defend or escape. You're pretty much desperate. This match is completely different from the previous ones. I'm really about to die. Suddenly, something is making the underlings of that punk. Jin-hook is stunned. You are Lee Jin-soo, gathering all your strength to rise to your knees, lifting the punk Jin-hook off your neck. It seems these guys don't know that Lee Jin-soo is the king of resilience. You will never let yourself fall easily. The punk Jin-hook starts to feel intrigued, slithering back like a snake, while Lee Jin-soo locks him in a grip around his neck. He lets out a creepy laugh. Haha, I like you now. From now on, you're mine forever. He flips Lee Jin-soo over, locking his neck with both hands and his legs locking the lower body. With this move, the Jin School's 6th level could only last 7 seconds. It seems this time Lee Jin-soo has met a real challenge. He is being locked again, this time. It even prevents Lee Jin-soo's legs from moving, standing up like before. In Lee Jin-soo's mind, he has never given up. He always thinks he has to keep pushing, not to fall. He will never let these bullies win again. But then Lee Jin-soo seems to stop resisting, his whole body starting to go limp. The punk Jin-hook sees that Lee Jin-soo seems to be unconscious, and shows an amused expression. Ha ha, how cute. This guy is really interesting. He thinks he should take him back for more fun. The underlings seem to have escaped death, as the senior is happily with Lee Jin-soo. So they won't pay attention to them anymore. They quickly run away to return to Lee Jin-soo. You are being dragged on the ground by the punk Jin-hook. Your eyes blink open. It seems this is just Lee Jin-soo's unconscious game. It's a game that the bullies used to play before you transferred schools. Lee Jin-soo. He starts to remember the bullying moments at his old school. They all looked at Lee Jin-soo, who was struggling on the floor. Hey! His eyes are rolling back. Haha, this guy is really tough. It turns out they are betting on how long Lee Jin-soo can last against this chokehold. All of this exudes malice and enjoyment at Lee Jin-soo's pain. In that situation, Lee Jin-soo learned how to survive. It's the weak's feeble struggle to cling to life. At the same time, Lee Jin-soo picked up a stone, and the punk Jin-hook noticed something behind him and turned to look. It was Lee Jin-soo, determined and unafraid, charging at him. This punch is the culmination of all the pain he has endured in the past. The punch of magic, with a straight hit filled with pent-up strength. Accumulating everything in this punch, the force was so strong that the stone in Lee Jin-soo's hand shattered upon hitting the punk Jin-hook's face. Shards flew everywhere across the punk Jin-hook's face. The underlings turned back just in time to see their boss knocked out and shouted, "Senior, are you all right?" The hit stunned the punk Jin-hook, creating an opportunity for Lee Jin-soo to escape. Lee Jin-soo confidently thought, "Now I just need to run to the back gate to get out. That gate is right in front of me." Then Lee Jin-soo felt a chilling surge of dark power, causing his spine to tingle as Jin transformed into a beast. His voice was cold as ice. "I found you, baby. Come play with me." He lunged at Lee Jin-soo like a venomous snake hunting its prey, and Lee Jin-soo felt fear creeping in. He wondered what the hell was happening. How could that stone still be moving? Damn it. I was almost there. Could it be that I have to die here? At this crucial moment, that beast Jin was ready to pounce on Lee Jin-soo. Suddenly, a wild surge of power appeared like a fierce beast, and that was Giang Trong. He was already waiting for Lee Jin-soo at the gate. Giang Trong commanded, "Hong-hook Jin, you better stop right now. If you make any more moves, I'll consider that a challenge," Giang Trong warned. Lee Jin-soo realized then, Hong-hook Jin had stepped out of Jin Sang's territory. He seemed furious, showing a provocative attitude towards Giang Trong. "I've suspected you for a long time, so you're the one behind everything. Good. I've wanted to fight you for a while." Hong-hook Jin lunged like a bloodthirsty serpent, full of arrogance. "The era of Jumoon is over for you." He laughed, but he really did look like a true serpent, and snakes don't have ears. So, a phrase fits Hong-hook Jin perfectly. Deaf people aren't afraid of guns. Giang Trong spun around and threw a hooked punch. With just one punch, Hong-hook Jin had to restart, as Giang Trong was furious. "These Jin-sang guys really don't know their place. I'll teach them a lesson they won't forget." Then he turned to Lee Jin-soo, with a satisfied expression. "You've passed this test. Now there's just one more to go. Meet me on the rooftop tomorrow." Jin-soo happily accepted the next challenge. The next morning at school, Jin-in was bullied after his loss in the arena. Jin-soo suddenly appeared with his hand tightly bandaged, blocking the hits for Jin-in. "If you want to bully me, come to the arena and face me. I'll take all of you down." Finally, the test that Giang Trong mentioned would never happen again at school. The Park Young-ho group spotted Jin-in, who was now aware of Jin-woon's bandaged arm. Park Young-ho sneered, "You weakling, is your arm really broken? Or are you just pretending to avoid fighting me?" He stepped closer, pointing at Jin-woon's chest, taunting him. "Hey kid, say something. Don't just stand there like a lump. You were so cocky in the cafeteria." Not hearing a response, he kicked hard, sending Jin-woon crashing against the wall. He yells loudly, "Now you know your place, right?" Not only that, he stomps down hard on Jin-woon's broken arm. The pain makes him go silent, unable to scream. "So it really is broken. Oops, I accidentally stepped on it. Sorry." "What a fake." Jin-in clutches his painful arm. "You're angry? You want to break the school's rules?" How could Park Jung-ho grab Do-in's collar and lift ka-ka-ha? What rules? Who even cares about the arena anymore with AI around? Who gives a damn about rules? After saying that, he threw a punch aimed to take down Jin-in. Suddenly, from a distance, Jin-soo dashed like an arrow, raising his hand to block a blow for Do-in. Jin-soo looked straight at Park Jung-ho. His face clearly showed a desire for revenge. His voice had changed a lot during the training sessions at school, and I realized it was time to stop training. After saying that, Jin-soo officially challenged him. "Finish your business and meet me in the arena. It's time to prove myself." Park Jung-ho was excited to see Jin-soo again after a long time. He approached and taunted Jin-soo. "Oh, so, what's this AI? The kid looks like he's about to puke." Jin-soo, "What's with your hands? Did you get hurt from training too much?" "Ha ha, you gotta learn how to defend yourself before you train." Jin-soo pulled his hand back, leaving Park Young-ho confused. "Come on, answer me. This afternoon, let's have a fight in the arena." Park Jung-ho shook his head, smirking. Where's this confidence coming from? But it is interesting. His face gradually turned cold. "You must want to get beaten up badly in the arena. So that's why. Huh? I'm really looking forward to this afternoon." Park Young-ho accepted Jin-soo's challenge and turned to leave. But he didn't forget to threaten Jin-soo. "I'll show you what the arena is like now. Wait for it." Jin-soo, on the school rooftop, standing there alone, arms crossed. He seemed to be deep in thought about something. Suddenly, the door burst open. It was Jun-hang. He seemed to have something very important to discuss with Giang Trong. "Finally found you, Giang Trong," Jun-hang shouted angrily. "Where were you last night? Do you know AI has come to the arena?" Giang Trong stood there, stunned, not understanding what was happening. Jun-hang was furious. "He's already in the arena with Kang-in. I told you, if we leave it like this, the situation will only get worse. Think of something quickly." The more Jun-hang mentioned it, the angrier he became. Giang Trong, after hearing it, was not worried at all. He smiled. "He's going to the arena? How interesting." Jun-hang was confused by Giang Trong's indifferent attitude. "The arena is about to collapse. And you can still say that?" Giang Trong calmly replied, "If it collapses just because of that guy, then it's not worth much. The arena becomes more interesting not because I use force to suppress and establish rules, but the opposite. Like a river that cleanses itself, the arena changes by its own strength. Everything would be different. Otherwise, it would mean nothing in Kang-in's group." He was gathering. Kang-in was surprised to hear that Jin-soo had challenged Park Jung-ho. Park Jung-ho looked excited. He suddenly got pumped up and said, "Challenge me? Ha 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 ha." But it seems like he's been training hard lately. His hands are even bandaged. This afternoon, I have to give him a good match. Ha ha ha. Kang-in didn't react at all after hearing this. He sat quietly, as if anticipating something ominous. When he saw Kang-in he wasn't happy and started a conversation. "Kang-in, what's going on?" Kang-in frowned. Now was not the time to mess around with someone like Jin-soo. The priority was to deal with Giang Trong. Park Jung-ho remained optimistic, saying, "Kang-in, don't worry. This time, I'll make sure he's crippled for good." Kang-in had no doubts about Park Jung-ho's strength. He just thought that if they won, they would definitely win. But if they let someone like him provoke them, What would others think about their efforts to overthrow the competition? You must win convincingly. He also reminded Park Jung-ho not to slack off. No matter what, he's still a stubborn guy. Outside the schoolyard, Lee Jin-soo and Do-in were talking. When the blonde heard that Lee Jin-soo had just challenged Park Jung-ho, he shouted out in worry, "Jin-soo, why did you challenge him? You've seen him fight, right? Even Do-in couldn't beat him. How could you?" Jin-soo still sat dejectedly on the bench, thinking to himself that he had lost his temper and accidentally challenged him. I wonder if I'm allowed to step into the arena without finishing the final test with Senior Giang Trong. Just one last test to go. Jin-woon began to advise Lee Jin-soo to cancel the match. Even if you have Senior Giang Trong training you, this match is still too dangerous. You're a new student, so you don't know well enough yet. But Park Jung-ho is really a bastard. He's teamed up with those street punks who love to stir up trouble. The outcome is already clear. So don't get involved. Wait for me to recover, and I'll deal with those bastards. Lee Jin-soo immediately refused Jin Do-in's advice. You got hurt trying to protect me, and what happened to you getting bullied in the hallway this morning is just another story of mine. Always being looked down on. Becoming a joke for everyone, like a clown in a circus. Therefore, my first opponent must be Park Jung-ho. If he wants to fight in the cafeteria, let him come. No matter how dangerous he is. I'm not afraid. I have the courage and determination to stand up to those memories. Show me, Lee Jin-soo, that you've truly matured. That night, a crowd gathered at the arena, and one guy turned to ask his friend beside him. I heard Lee Jin-soo has undergone special training. His friend shook his head pessimistically. Come on. Even so, how could he possibly fight against Park Jung-ho? Yeah, but still, I'm a bit looking forward to it. If the match goes too fast, it'll be boring. In the arena, the blonde and Jin Do-in were also there early. The blonde turned in surprise to start a conversation with Do-in. Hey, I haven't seen such a crowded arena since I enrolled. Do-in cheerfully explained. That's because both of Jin-soo's previous matches were impressive. Plus, the arena is a place for entertainment. It doesn't discriminate between the strong and weak. On the stage, Park Jung-ho was annoyed as he waited and still hadn't seen Jin-soo show up. Those two minions standing there are either too smug or too scared to run away. Ha ha, Lee Jin-soo is such a coward. Hearing this, Park Jung-ho can't hide his excitement. If Lee Jin-soo really ran away, that's even better. This way, we can deal with him openly. Of course, this important match can't happen without Jiang Zong. He quietly stood above, observing everything as the crowd began to get restless, continuously mocking Lee Jin-soo and demanding his immediate presence. Park Jung-ho stood in the center of the ring, acting tough. Ha ha ha. You've all been fooled. Lee Jin-soo will never show up. Get him out of this school already. The blonde and Jin Do-in outside are getting anxious, with the blonde turning to ask Jin Do-in, or maybe Lee Jin-soo really has run away. Then a voice rang out, grabbing everyone's attention. Who said I was giving up? Now I see how fun school can be. The appearance of Lee Jin-soo immediately shook the arena as he took off his hood to reveal a buzz cut. The whole arena was stunned, but just 5 seconds later, laughter filled the air. Park Jung-ho tried to stifle his laughter but couldn't help it. He burst out laughing to the point of tears. Then he shouted, mocking Lee Jin-soo. Damn, look at that. He even shaved his head to show his determination. Looks hilarious. Preparing to join the military. Ha ha ha. The audience couldn't hold back their laughter, surrounding and mocking Jin-soo. One of them shouted. He looks more like a water soldier. Another joined in. What a dork. Ha ha ha. Everyone burst into tears from laughter. But only Jiang Zong remained standing there, recognizing the difference in Lee Jin-soo with a smile that spoke volumes. Lee Jin-soo stepped onto the stage, clearly displaying confidence, speaking to Park Jung-ho. You can laugh all you want, because from now on, you won't get another chance to laugh. Seeing Lee Jin-soo's confidence, Park Jung-ho mocked him just like Jin Do-in did. They're all confident at first until they get beat to a pulp. Lee Jin-soo retorted fiercely. Just wait and see. Who wins and who loses will be clear. Without making everyone wait long, the referee signaled to prepare for battle. Lee Jin-soo clenched his fists, ready to go. The old me is dead now, and I'm sure I will win, even if I have to risk my life. This level of bravery is truly admirable. Lee Jin-soo raised both hands to a defensive stance, shouting loudly and firmly, I'm ready. I will be the victor. After saying that, Lee Jin-soo dashed towards Park Jung-ho. Now, his mind was filled with determination and courage, no matter the cost. Park Jung-ho was taken aback to see Lee Jin-soo. He took the initiative to attack first. immediately dodging Jin-soo's opening strike while continuously taunting him. Taking the initiative is nice, but that's not enough to win against me. He slipped underneath. He threw a hook punch that hit Lee Jin-soo squarely before he could defend, leaving him stunned. The name Park Jung-ho is mockingly daring to provoke me, so he must pay the price. That loser Park Jung-ho is relentless, throwing punches as powerful as a hammer right in Jisoo's face, alternating left and right hooks, direct hits, and attacks from behind. Continuous lethal blows that Lee Jin-soo cannot withstand in the eyes of Park Jung-ho. At this point, Jin-soo is nothing but a punching bag for him to practice on. He could hit Jin-soo until dawn. Lee Jin-soo finally regains his composure, raising his hands to defend while creating space to think, surprised as he deflects the blows. Asterisk. Why is his speed and strength better than the guys I've faced before? Asterisk. Even though it's a bit surprising. But Lee Jisoo quickly regained his spirit, returning to a fighting stance, constantly reminding himself he can't lose. Asterisk. I need to push myself. Asterisk. Lee Jin-soo countered the first punches aimed at him from Park Jung-ho. The result was the same as a few minutes ago. Park Jung-ho just had to bend down and turn his head slightly to dodge everything. He even crossed his arms, letting Lee Jin-soo attack without raising his hands, showing obvious delight. Asterisk. What are you doing? Hit me already. Use your fists. Come on. Actions speak louder than words. Asterisk. Park Jung-ho demonstrated what a lethal punch looks like. He threw a straight punch to the face, sending Jin-soo flying back a meter. The entire arena roared in mockery, shouting in unison. Asterisk counterattack. Don't let yourself get beaten like that. Asterisk. Lee Jin-soo. What the hell are you doing? Where's that fierce energy you had before? Two jewels hang, standing up there, sharing the same negative thoughts about this match. He turned to Jiang, saying it really went as predicted. If they win, they'll only become more arrogant. Jiang remained silent, focusing on watching the match. Below, Park Jung-ho seemed to be getting tired of punching. He stopped and mocked Jin-soo, chuckling lightly. Asterisk. You can take a hit, huh? A good punching bag for others. Asterisk. While he was caught up in self-love, his expression suddenly shifted to surprise. He looked at Lee Jin-soo, unable to believe his eyes. Jin-soo was still standing strong, and he seemed even more powerful. Seeing this, Park Jung-ho sneered. Asterisk. Oh, are you tired already? Have you given up defense? What are you planning to do? Asterisk. Lee Jin-soo breathed heavily, filled with the energy of revenge. Now, his fight was just beginning. Jin-soo recalled the events of the previous afternoon. On the school rooftop, Lee Jin-soo was showing clear determination, hesitating as he spoke to Jiang. Asterisk. I'm sorry, bro. I can't participate in this last training session, as you said. Asterisk. Asterisk. Don't continue to fight in the ring before this training session ends, but I have to go against your wishes. Asterisk. Asterisk. In a moment I couldn't control myself. I accepted Park Jung-ho's challenge because of what he did. Asterisk. Asterisk. I just couldn't take it anymore. The more I think about Park Jung-ho, the more my hatred for him surges. Asterisk. After listening to the story, Giang Trong calmly said to Jin-soo, if that's the case, then the training plan will definitely need some adjustments. Just as he finished speaking, Giang Trong lunged forward like lightning, closing in on Lee Jin-soo. His voice was a reminder, and his entire presence radiated a terrifying power. This would be an intensive course to help you graduate. The final challenge is to fight me, the president of the student council, Lee Jin-soo. Confused, he didn't understand what was happening. He stared directly at Giang Trong's punch coming at him in fear. Just a punch with 3% of his power was enough to send Jin-soo flying 10 meters. In that moment, Lee Jin-soo was perplexed. He didn't know how to react. Asterisk. What the hell? Asterisk. Why did Giang Trong suddenly go berserk? Is he really losing it? Giang Trong became more aggressive as he charged in like a hungry lion, shouting to remind Lee Jin-soo. If you don't pay attention, you'll keep getting beaten like this. Fight seriously, Lee Jin-soo. He was startled. He instinctively moved forward, continuously punching back at Giang Trong. Giang Trong withdrew, raising his hands to block while also testing Jin-soo's attack power. Witnessing Jin-soo's half-hearted punches made Giang Trong feel disappointed. He spoke in a low voice. These punches are way too slow. With such a weak and slow punch, do you think you can fight an AI? Hearing this, Lee Jin-soo felt embarrassed. He thought to himself, asterisk, I know that too. Asterisk. But I've only had basic training a few times. How can I be stronger and faster? Still, I'm sure I can win this battle. Just after he finished speaking, Jin-soo threw a full-force punch at Giang Trong. The air suddenly became silent. Jin-soo looked at Giang Trong, confused. His punch had actually reached Giang Trong's face, but it was clear that the punch did no damage. At that moment, Giang Trong gradually regained his composure. He spoke to Jin-soo in a deep voice. If you want to win against me, then just rush in directly. Back in the arena, Jin-do. In and the blonde were staring in shock at Jin-soo. He charged in like a bullet, throwing a flurry of punches at Park Jung-ho. Jin-do-in was genuinely worried for Jin-soo. If he keeps playing recklessly without defense like this, he's only going to get beaten up. It's as if all his training before was useless. Park Jung-ho seemed to realize this as well. He mockingly said, "What's this? Trying too hard and going reckless? All right, come at me." He then switched from defense to offense and shouted, "If you think rushing in recklessly like that equals victory, you're sorely mistaken." After that, he landed a solid punch on Jin-soo. Jin-soo seemed to get tougher the more he got hit. Dying like that is a huge mistake for a victory. Then Jin-soo lands a devastating punch. Jin-soo seems to be getting tougher with each hit. After taking that brutal hit, he still doesn't go down like before. This time, Jin-soo is using all his strength. He grabs Park Jung-ho's waist, catching him off guard. Park Jung-ho struggles to push Jin-soo away from his body. The tighter Jin-soo holds on, the more furious Park Jung-ho gets because of Jin-soo's relentless move. Park Jung-ho, enraged, punches Jin-soo repeatedly in the back. The spectators start discussing how frustrated they are with Jin-soo's strikes. One guy outside whispered, "It's really a one-sided fight, nothing interesting. If he fights like that, he's just a punching bag. He won't last long like this. If he's going to lose, he should at least do it with some dignity." But right now, Park Jung-ho was truly provoked. He continuously unleashed lethal blows, targeting the back of his neck and pressing his head down onto his knee. Park Jung-ho was attacking like a madman, shouting, "No matter how hard you try, it won't change anything. Ha ha ha, die already." But everything that just happened seemed to be part of Jin-soo's plan. Park Jung-ho was the one laying a trap for Jin-soo, recalling Jang Zong's advice about how to grab either the body or neck. After trying to get close, first lock your opponent's movements, then you'll have the advantage. As he spoke, Jang Zong practiced with Jin-soo, raising one hand to grip the back of his neck to control him, while the other was ready to deliver a punch to the chest. This left Jin-soo seemingly frozen, unable to make a sound, while Jang Zong explained, "When the opponent moves, it'll be hard to hit him, but once you lock him down, it'll be much easier." Jin-soo refused to give up and took some hits back, successfully landing a few strikes on Jang Zong during this exchange. It wasn't because Jang Zong was careless. It was all part of the close-range attack. When you close in on your opponent, you definitely have to take more hits. The only way is to endure. Finally, Jang Zong advised, "If you apply all my previous training correctly, it will definitely be effective. Be brave and wait for the right moment." Just as he finished speaking, Jin-soo's punches revealed a weakness. Giang Trong immediately delivered a finishing blow that made Jin-soo feel like he had lost all fighting spirit. He clutched the injured area, his face heavy with pain, with no time for Jin-soo to recover. Giang Zong had flashed in front of Jin-soo, preparing to deliver a punch so strong that Jin-soo could feel it coming. It felt like a strong wind was being drawn in by this punch. At that moment, Jin-soo, though still holding some energy, felt so small compared to the punch's power. He stood frozen, waiting. And then there was no finishing blow. The punch stopped just short of Jin-soo's face. With the look on Jin-soo's face, you could tell he almost got knocked out of the ring. Giang Trong flashes a cold smile and advises to first make the opponent panic. Don't waste all your strength on a single punch. When the opponent is panicking, that's when you'll have a chance to turn the fight around. Jin-soo seems to have memorized Giang Trong's words. He closes the distance and throws a straight punch to Park Jung-ho's stomach. Jin-soo understands Giang Trong's intent is to confuse the opponent. Park Jung-ho, furious, refuses to back down, continuously attacking Jin-soo's temples in retaliation. The game has now switched to an AI mode, more resilient. Park Jung-ho seems to feel the power from the hits. Closing in, he frowns, thinking to himself that Jin-soo is causing too much trouble. Before he can think further, a powerful strike from Jin-soo hits Park Jung-ho like a ton of bricks. He lets out a silent scream as the audience erupts, cheering excitedly. Wow, That punch was impressive. It was a hook. Jin-woon is no exception. He stares wide, eyed in surprise. Only then does Jin-woon realize the reason Jin-soo approached Park Jung-ho was to land a precise blow. Park Jung-ho, in pain, stumbles backward to defend himself. Now both seem to feel the weight of this match. Both Lee Jin-soo and Park Jung-ho stand facing each other, cautiously, no longer daring to rush in for an attack. Lee Jin-soo is also nearly exhausted. He looks at Park Jung-ho, realizing that after getting close, he needs to land a hit on him. This time, Park Jung-ho is on guard. He pivots and changes his attack angle, throwing a direct punch to Jin-soo's face. But after taking a hit, Park Jung-ho is now truly cautious, easily tilting his head to avoid Jin-soo's punch. He beams, clearly pleased, saying, "You think you can hit my face easily? If you can't get close to me, how can you hit me?" Giang Trong stands still, showing no reaction. It seems he's waiting for something bigger from Jin-soo, recalling the end of Lee Jin-soo's training match. Soo and Giang Trong are on the rooftop. Giang Trong steps forward, telling Lee Jin-soo that this training session ends here. When you enter the arena, fight however you want, because there will be many variables that can't be counted. There will be many variables that can't be counted, so studying is one thing, but fighting is a whole different story. Stay persistent until the end. Don't give up. It's surprising how tough a celebrity like Giang is. Those encouraging words are like a boost of strength for Lee Jin-soo, as Giang reminded him. You'll have a chance if you stick to your strategy. Lee Jin-soo lunged forward, grabbing and holding Park Jung-ho's head while jumping high, channeling all his strength into his other arm. At that moment, Park Jung-ho realized the earlier jab to the face was just a feint, but it seemed too late, as Jin-soo had him locked down. He looked at him with a gaze full of suppressed hatred. Lee Jin-soo scoffed, "You definitely didn't see this coming, did you? Die, you bastard!" After saying that, Lee Jin-soo poured all his strength and rage into that punch. A punch of release. It was so powerful that Park Jung-ho looked like a balloon being knocked away by Lee Jin-soo. Lee Jin-soo smirked. "So, did you see this coming?" Instantly followed by a full-force punch to Park Jung-ho's face, sending blood splattering. Lee Jin-soo shouted loudly, as if to release all his anger into that punch. "You die, you bastard." The whole arena witnessed Jin's powerful strike. The crowd erupted in awe. The arena was about to explode with excitement as everyone shouted Jin-soo's name. Park Jung-ho struggled to get up. It seemed he was now feeling scared, stuttering incoherently. That bastard Lee Jin-soo still stood there, ready, his face full of determination. "I'm just getting started. Get up and let's go, you bastard." Meanwhile, in the stands, the cheers for Lee Jin-soo continued. "Wow, Jin-soo is amazing. So cool. Ha ha, this is thrilling. He's definitely the vomiting kid. But look at him now. Great job, new student Lee Jin-soo." Lee Jin-soo, Park Jung-ho stood up. He hurriedly wiped away the blood from Jisoo's punch, clearly annoyed by the praise directed at Lee Jin-soo. "Just wait, that was pure luck. Swinging wildly and landing a hit doesn't mean anything," he thought angrily as he charged wildly at Lee Jin-soo to regain his pride. But moments like this are when he reveals the most weaknesses. Losing his cool led him to not be on guard, and he immediately took a clean uppercut from Lee Jin-soo. Right after that, a straight punch hit him directly, coupled with two hammer-like punches that made Park Jung-ho unable to stay upright and slowly fall down. Just as he lost his balance, Lee Jin-soo followed up with two accumulated punches, combining the force of the previous two with tremendous power. The punch, both an uppercut and a straight hit, caused Park Jung-ho to collapse. Now, Hee Jun-hung was finally smiling in satisfaction, speaking to Giang. "That was pretty good. I didn't expect him to turn the situation around like that." Jiang smiled back, satisfied. At this level, physical strength and mental state are the most important factors. Surprise attacks can make the opponent lose their composure. Now, Lee Jin-soo has the initiative. Park Jung-ho's name still refuses to surrender. He struggles to stand up and wipes away the blood. It seems those punches really hurt. Standing outside, Jin-do observes with a puzzled feeling. He turns to the blonde guy and asks, "Do you notice anything strange? This Park Jung-ho is really off." He looks worried about something. Park Jung-ho glances back at Kang. He and the gang are watching the fight from a distance. Kang and Hee's attitude is becoming suspicious, and Park Jung-ho feels even more anxious. He thinks about Kang and Hee's warning before the match started regarding the plan and their efforts to overturn the arena. You must win absolutely. But now it seems his absolute victory plan has completely collapsed. He bitterly shouts, "Damn it! This is humiliating, but don't think you can bully me any longer." With that, he has to use his ultimate technique. He lifts one leg and returns to the attacking stance that defeated Jin-do in. Jin-soo also realizes this strike. He must seize the moment as time is running out. He needs to finish quickly while still on the winning momentum. Jin-soo approaches Park Young-ho, but suddenly stops. Because something is rushing toward him, it's a kick with incredible power from Park Jung-ho. Jin-soo now truly feels the power of the kick, like a concrete pillar crashing into him, just as Do-in described. He flies back a meter, blood spraying from his mouth. Quickly, Park Young-ho launches another kick, even stronger than the last. It hits straight in the stomach, leaving Jin-soo paralyzed and speechless, yet somehow still standing. Park Young-ho quickly uses his other leg to sweep Jin-soo's supporting leg, making him fall hard. Seeing Jin-soo down and exposed, he seizes the opportunity and unleashes a flurry of kicks to Jin-soo's face, as if washing away humiliation. He shouts, "If you're weak, you should know your place. How dare a small fry act tough?" Facing the powerful strikes, Jin-soo feels the pressure. Each blow feels like a hammer, with no openings to counter. What should he do now? He recalls the conversation with Do-in. No matter how dangerous it gets, Jin-soo won't be afraid. Do-in realizes Jin-soo's determination doesn't hold him back anymore, just reminding him to be careful. Park Young-ho must have done something to his leg. It's definitely not a normal kick. If he attacks again, he must find a way to defend and respond. He can't be careless facing those kicks. Back to the present, Jin-soo is trying to get up, his body covered in injuries. Now he understands why Jin-woon warned him like that. It feels like being hit by an iron rod, no longer just a human's leg. Park Young-ho retracts his leg and prepares to strike. He returns to the stance, ready to attack with his leg. At this moment, he seems very excited, speaking with disdain. "That's right. That scared look suits you well. Now kneel down and beg for mercy." He radiated a terrifying, enchanting power. This Park Young-ho is truly furious. Another kick. This time the kick was so fast that Jin-soo barely felt it. He didn't have time to defend and was kicked away. Park Young-ho seems to have transformed into a beast, completely out of control. He was excited in his madness. The expression of delight in another's pain reminded Jin-soo of those bastards who bullied him back in his old school. They would stop at nothing to torment him, becoming more brutal as they saw him fall. "Just like you, Park Young-ho. So I can't fall here." Jin-soo quickly turned around, causing Park Jung-ho's kick to only hit his butt. Park Young-ho stood dumbfounded as he saw Jin-soo's weird stance to take the hit. His attack was completely neutralized by Jin-soo's butt. The blonde friend and Do-in standing outside couldn't believe their eyes. They couldn't believe it when Jin-soo came up with a way to deal with Park Jung-ho like this. Jin-soo turned to look at Park Jung-ho. He thought to himself, "Go ahead and attack. I already know the least painful spots on your body." Perhaps this was Jin-soo's biggest gain after enduring the beatings from the bullies. Park Young-ho couldn't help but laugh. He charged forward, attacking with a mocking expression. "Ha ha ha, are you joking with me? This is hilarious. Ha ha ha, you think you can block like that?" Then he kicked hard at Jin-soo's butt to prove that even with that, his kick was still effective. Immediately after, he unleashed a flurry of kicks towards Jin-soo, but all were neutralized by Jin-soo using his butt. The butt-blocking moves were just like a technique from Tai Chi, making the audience laugh until they cried. Damn, blocking with the butt is so ridiculous. The new student always has fresh tricks. Haha, what kind of weird move is that? Ha ha ha. Do-in witnessed this. Not only did he not laugh at his friend, but he also expressed excitement, telling the blonde, "Looks like Jin-soo is pretty clever. It looks funny, but the butt is where a lot of fat accumulates. Who knows? This might be the best defense Jin-soo can come up with." At this moment, Park Young-ho felt something was off. He was gradually becoming exhausted as he kept attacking, but Jin-soo showed no signs of being affected. He immediately changed his attack position and angrily shouted, "So, can you still defend your head?" But even if it's the head, Jin-soo quickly bent down and easily dodged it. This kick had slowed down so much that Jin-soo saw it clearly and had enough time to avoid it. Do-in, standing outside, also noticed this abnormality. He thought to himself that the kick had slowed down considerably. But when fighting with me, he's very strange. How can he have such a powerful kick but use it so sparingly? Could it be that greater power comes with higher risk? Back to Jin-soo. Now, Every kick from Park Young-ho is easily dodged by Lee Jin-soo as he dodges left, spins right, and bends down. Every kick from Park Jung-ho is slowing down, to the point where Lee Jin-soo can see each movement of his legs and pants clearly. Lee Jin-soo suddenly freezes, his eyes wide with surprise as if he has seen something distracting. This leaves him dazed, completely oblivious to the kicks, allowing Park Jung-ho to take advantage of Jin-soo's distraction. Park Young-ho quickly follows up with a punch that leaves Lee Jin-soo paralyzed and crashing to the floor. Park Young-ho walks over, looking annoyed. "You don't know, huh? You stubborn little punk. But now you're out of options." After saying that, he gathers his strength and swings his leg, preparing to deliver a finishing kick that sends dust flying everywhere for a few seconds. Park Young-ho laughs triumphantly. "Ha ha ha. No matter how tough you are, you can't withstand this kick. Now you know who you're messing with. If you mess with me, there won't be a pretty ending. Ha ha ha." Lee Jin-soo gradually reappears. Hearing Lee Jin-soo call his name makes Park Jung-ho freeze in fear. Lee Jin-soo shows no signs of injury. In fact, he has even caught Park Young-ho's kick, and Lee Jin-soo's eyes light up. "Oh, Park Young-ho, your kick is slowing down a lot now." He quickly locked that leg and spun with all his might, causing Park Jung-ho to lose his balance and crash to the ground. Now he truly felt fear, but it seemed he was more afraid of something else than just Lee. You are listening to the best school bullying manhwa. Thank you very much. Jin-soo still held tightly to Park Jung-ho's leg, refusing to let go. He angrily thought to himself, "This Park Jung-ho definitely has something suspicious." His kicks felt like being hit by an iron rod, and their speed was slowing down over time. And in that moment, I noticed something strange, a shiny object in his pant leg. Something was peeking from his pant leg. Even as Park Jung-ho screamed, it seemed like he was about to reveal something that scared him so much. Lee Jin-soo gripped the fabric around the pant leg and gathered his strength to rip it apart, tearing the pants open to reveal something terrifying, a glimmering object he had attached to his leg. Lee Jin-soo finally discovered the truth about Park Jung-ho's strength. He sneered and shouted, "Got caught in a trap. Huh, you bastard." This concludes part 1. Stay tuned for the next part.